náà kó pọ̀ gbogbo ayé bá lè lu wa kán bá gbọ́ wa tí wọ́n bá ti ń pariwo tó pọ̀ tán lè lu wa tán lè gbọ́ wa kò sí ìjọba kankan tó ní àṣẹ tó ní àyà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti wá máa tako wa. Ẹ ṣé o, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o, ẹ káàbọ̀ o, mo kí yín ẹ káàbọ̀. Again I say, this is the day that the Lord has made for the Yoruba nation to establish that they want and they are going to take and they will receive from the hand of God their own country. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ẹnìkan kan ò lè dẹ́rù bà wá. Mo fẹ́ ẹ má dẹ́rù bà wá ní rárá. Ọlọ́pàá ní rárá. Ọlọ́pàá ò kì í ṣọ̀tá àwa Yorùbá o. Àwa Yorùbá kì í ṣọ̀tá ọlọ́pàá. A kì í ṣe ẹni tó tá a máa rí ọlọ́pàá ká máa ju òkúta sí wọn àti ká máa dẹ́rù bà ara wa ká máa sá. Iṣẹ́ tiwọn ni wọ́n ń ṣe ẹgbẹ́ káwa máa ṣe tiwa. Ẹ̀dìsẹ́sìn pẹ̀lú àwọn sójà. Our Yoruba, we are a civilized people, and we are a peaceful people. Rally wa láti gbàdá tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 2019 tàbí rally gbogbo ẹ̀ máa peaceful ní ẹ má jẹ́ kí ó yàtọ̀ lẹ́nu o ẹ má jẹ́ kí ó yàtọ̀ láti èdè lọ torí rally lè ta bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́ni ó lè jẹ́ yìí náà ló máa parí o gbogbo yín ẹ kú iṣẹ́ náà. Mo tún ní nǹkan tí mo sọ ẹjẹ́ kí n sọ ráàlì tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́ni ó lè ta ìparí lẹ́ni o torí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni a máa ti ṣe ráàlì pátápátá each city in Yorùbá land ẹ máa ṣe ráàlì tí náà kí gbogbo ayé máa mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe ráàlì ẹ̀ fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà fẹ́ kí orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá kó kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. It is our right. There is no reason to fear. It is our duty to our generations to come to do what we are doing today, so that they will be free, so that they will not live in the kind of bondage that we are living in Nigeria today. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ náà, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ti fún wa ní kọ́ńtì wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká wá farabalẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká farabalẹ̀ ká ṣe ní ọ̀nà tó tọ́ ká gba kọ́ńtì wa jáde. Without any violence, without any breaking of the laws. We are a lawful nation. Our movement is lawful. We are going to pursue our purposes peacefully and by law-abiding ways and means. Let the world know that clearly. Peaceful rally for Yoruba nation. Peaceful rally. Ẹ bá máa gbàgbé láti kọ peaceful yẹn sí. Ó ṣe pàtàkì. Àwọn nǹkan táwọn aráyé á máa wò ni wọ́n yẹn. Peaceful rally of Yoruba nation fún self-determination of Yoruba people. Thank you. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́. Mo kí mo wà láàrin àjọ máa ṣe léyìí ni àjọ máa yọ. Ayọ̀ la máa fi parí ẹ̀ àjọ àtayọ̀ la máa fi parí ọ̀rọ̀ wa ní kọ́ńtì wa tuntun. Obìnrin ẹ̀ka náà kó.
If I may just yes, who was arrested, right? I've written separately on it that he should not so because it's the determination for Oduduwa Republic. It's not a crime under international law.
And that's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to raise with you. If it were not signaled to non-state actors and other ethnic agitators that they can actually go ahead, in the event that President Muhammad Buhari really responds to your appeal.
Excuse me, you and I, we are living in Nigeria. You are talking about harmless people who are not armed. Are you not aware that in this country, some Boko Haram, some people accused of Boko Haram were released and traded for others by way of quick popo? They say to release some of us, then we will release some of your detained citizens. Are you not aware that has gone on in this country? So what is the bad precedent of saying a non-violent person should be released from detention, from illegal detention, a dictator that the United Nations has been found to be illegal, and to be unconstitutional, and to be torturous. I do not see anything that is setting any bad precedent there in a situation where, as a matter of fact, some Boko Haram and armed bandits are being released in exchange for some of their members, where kidnappers are demanding from parents of children they have kidnapped to buy karodo, tatache, tomatoes, vegetable oil, palm oil, to buy salt, to buy rice, for them, beans, yams, for them to feed their children, so as to keep them alive, to enable the parents for them. What is the long precedent that we are just saying, find a political solution by going through the tenets and the provisions of the law? I do not personally see anything wrong with that at all, and there's none that I know of. And I cannot see it leading to any floodgate or any resurgence by other people coming to say, criminals coming to say, you must also give me reprieve. It does not happen that way. How many Namikanus do you have in Nigeria? And how many Sunday Igbohos do you have in Nigeria? These are people who have carried the spectre of their people on their heads, and they have become a metaphor for their self-determination struggle.
So what do they expect of us now that this war is on our doorstep? Of course, there has got to be civil mobilization. And if we keep waiting for this to be centrally handled, we're going to become, if we're not already slaves in our land. That to me is personally intolerable. It's not an acceptable condition. And whatever it takes, I stand ready to contribute in any way. So what do they expect?
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Why are we afraid of a referendum? Referendum simply means that the people buy into the document so that it does not just become plastic, it becomes animated. It carries the will of the people. It carries their imprimatur. It becomes legitimate. It becomes respected. It becomes autonomous. It enjoys the will, respectability, and legitimacy of the people, as the American people did in about 1788 in Philadelphia, when they met.
and welcome back again. 9:59 p.m. Monday, January 9, 2023. The Yoruba Super Rally in Lagos continue as it's been planned. No retreat, no surrender. The Yorubas will continue to tell the world that we are law-abiding, we are the most peaceful, and we will not be intimidated. We will not be given any reason not to be in Lagos State. Let me tell the international community, let me tell all Nigerians that the Yoruba people that are asking their right to self-determination must be respected by the Nigerian government, by the Lagos State government, and all those that are trying their best to pull us back. From the information that I'm receiving up to today, up to now, the Super Rally continue in Lagos State. A very good evening and welcome to this live transmission. My name is Yomi KOIKIMEDIA, one of those that is bringing the information, one of the platforms that is telling the world the reason why the indigenous people of Yoruba, the indigenous people of the Biafra, and all the remaining ethnic groups that the British government put together in 1914 are now asking for one thing and one thing alone. When the United Nations does not come down and be part of the dissolution of Nigeria, the Yoruba people will not sit back anymore, and we will continue with our peaceful mega rally. Let me say this clearly once again. The Lagos State Super Rally continue tomorrow. It is no retreat, no surrender. I'll be giving you all the latest update that we need to know, and I can assure everybody that we should remain as calm. We should not be scared with all the intimidation, with anything around us at this particular hour. The same killing that's been going on in the Biafra land for a very long time. We should not be surprised. Nigeria has been killing the Yoruba people, and likewise the remaining ethnic groups, including the Igbo people. Likewise, as many Hausas have been as many Hausas have also been killed, just as the Middle Belt. So whatever happened today is just one and so many reasons that the Yoruba people are saying we can no longer live in Lagos, in Nigeria as it is. Let me bring the attention firstly that the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, you will be held responsible for the death of the two innocent Yoruba people that were murdered by your commissioner for police that gave the order for those that went out for a super peaceful rally. Let me tell the Lagos State Governor that your case is now being filed as I speak to you right now. We will do everything within the legal context to make sure that you will be fined into the International Criminal Court for what actually took place in Lagos State today, being the 9th day of January 2023, Monday. Let me confirm if you have just woke up or you are probably have been hearing the news. Yes, it is official. 2 Yoruba people were killed in Lagos State according to what we saw and what we witnessed. The 2 bodies is currently with the Lagos State government. Just as I will recap that 2 years ago, Jumoke Oyeleke was actually killed as well in Lagos State by the Lagos State government. Also, there have been so many catalogs of injustice killing. The latest one that we know was Bamishe was killed. But today, unfortunately, a very sad news came out of Lagos just before 8 a.m. where the Yoruba people were all gathered for what we will call the peaceful rally that has been called by our father, that has been called by our uncle. And I'm talking about the one and only Dr. Chief Sunday Igboho. There was no particular in the broadcast that was released that anybody should be traveling to Lagos to harm the security operatives. If you could hear clearly exactly what our father, Professor Banji Adebanji Akintoye, told us. He actually said clearly that this is a non-violent movement, and it will remain so. But let me also assure the Lagos State that they should still be expecting the Yoruba people to be coming out tomorrow. I will also be addressing the Commissioner for Police as we go into this broadcast. Once again, the international community, we are telling you to call the caution of the Nigerian government and the Lagos state government that the Yoruba people will be back on the street of Lagos again tomorrow. It will not just be in Lagos. There will also be protests in not just Lagos state. There will be massive rally going on in Ogun State. There will be massive rally going on in Ondo State. There will be massive rally going on across the Yoruba land, as we have been told. All the Yorubas across the cities, you have now been told that the only way that we can prove to the world that we, the Yoruba people, are tired of being part of the union that was put together by the British government. The British government that put Nigeria together in the 1914 amalgamation has literally led to the collapse of the economy of the Yoruba in the southwest. The British government that put us together in 1914 amalgamation has literally made the Yoruba people to become part of what Nigeria is today, the capital poverty of the world, the genocide going on across Nigeria, and nothing seems to be working. Once again, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, your name will now also be included in the International Criminal Court for the murder of the innocent self-determination Yoruba people that were killed by your own security operatives in Lagos State. Let me say this. There has been a lot of protests across the world in the past. We have seen the recent one that took place even as early as last year Christmas in Paris. All throughout the period of the time, there was no killing at all. There was no need for anybody to be shot at a straight bullet. You could have used tear gas to disperse them if you believe that whatever they were doing was wrong. But what they were doing was nothing more than the fact that they were calling for their right to self-determination. May the soul of those that were killed by the Lagos State Governor and Nigeria rest in perfect peace. We will remember them for a very long time. They are part of our heroes, and their names have now been written just as those that were killed in the past. Let me recall that today is not the final of the super rally. The rally kickstart again tomorrow morning, and those details will be coming out in the due course. Let's go back into the conversation. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Fáǹfààní gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń gbọ́ wa nílé tó ń gbọ́ wa lóko, mo kí gbogbo wa pé ká fọkàn wa balẹ̀. A kú ìgbò tí a ti ń gbọ́ láti bí almost 10 hours sí wákàtí. Èyí tí mo fẹ́ fi tó wa létí ni pé arákùnrin tẹ́ ń wò lẹ́yìn mi, bó fẹ́ bó kọ̀, ó máa lọ sí International Criminal Court láti sọ ìdí tí ó fi sọ fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá tí ó ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ ní ìlú Èkó pé kán yìnbọn pa àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n lọ fún rally lénìí. Kò sí ìdí kankan tí ọlọ́pàá gbọ́dọ̀ yìnbọn lu ará ìlú. Àmọ́ nígbà tí gbogbo wa ti ń sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà ò kì í ṣe ìlú, Nàìjíríà ò ń ṣe ìlú tí a lè fi ṣàpèjúwe sí àwọn ìlú míì tó ń bẹ nílùú Áfíríkà. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, òkú méjì ti wà lọ́rùn ẹ̀. Mo sọ fún ẹ lénìí pé bó pẹ́ bóyá o máa wá sí International Criminal Court láti wá sọ tó mọ̀ nípa ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lénìí ọjọ́ 9 nínú oṣù àkọ́kọ́ ọdún 2023 tí à ń pè ní ọjọ́ ajé. Máa gbáradì nígbàkígbà níjọ́kíjọ́, kò bá àjọ̀dún 10 lénìí, o máa wá rojọ́ ní International Criminal Court. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi tó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá létí pé just as Ike Ikerimadu ó wà ní London bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀, Sanwó-Olú bó jẹ́ London la bá mú ẹ sí, bó jẹ́ Amẹ́ríkà ni, ó máa wá ṣe ẹjọ́ fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó pa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi tó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá létí pé rally tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, mo ti bá bàbá wa olóyè Sunday Igboho sọ̀rọ̀, mo ti bá bàbá wa Professor Banji Akintoye sọ̀rọ̀, a dẹ̀ máa play nínú fídíò tí wọ́n fi bá àwọn Yorùbá World Media sọ̀rọ̀ ní àìpẹ́ yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi tó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé the rally tí à ń ṣe lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, a ti sọ pé kò ń ṣejọ́ kan, a tún padà bọ̀ lọ́la kó tó máa retí wa. Bọ́ bá fẹ́ pa wá, kó tètè máa pa wá. Àmọ́ ẹ̀tọ́ tá à ń béèrè fún ó ti di dandan pé International Court ó máa wá dá sí, European Union wọ́n máa wá dá sí, African Union wọ́n máa wá dá sí, United Nations wọ́n máa wá dá sí. Bí wọ́n dá sọ́rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí, a ti sọ pé kò ní sí election ní Southwest àfi tí demand wá pé a fẹ́ kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà tó bá wáyé. Ẹ wá jẹ́ kí n sọ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rù pé irú eléyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí, kò kì í ṣèlú náà ni wọ́n ti ń pààyàn, àìmọye ikú tó ń lọ nínú Nàìjíríà àti ìtàmọ̀ àti ìtàmọ̀, àmọ́ lénìí a dúpẹ́ pé àwọn tí wọ́n lọ tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn wọn hàn, òun ni Sanwó-Olú ní kí wọ́n pa. Mo lè confam pé Babájídé Sanwó-Olú òun ló fi ọ́dà sílẹ̀ pé kán yìnbọn pa àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó pa. Mo tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Babájídé Sanwó-Olú, ìyẹn gómìnà Èkó, òun ló ní kó lọ pa àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣe rálì. Má dẹ̀ sọ ìdí fún yín, nítorí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation tó ń ṣe campaign fún right wọn, fún ẹ̀tọ́ wọn, pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. Babájídé Sanwó-Olú mọ̀ pé ìjọ́kíjọ́ tí a bá ti gbé rálì dẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó ti di dandan pé gbogbo tó ń lọ nínú Èkó, àwọn àgbáyé máa béèrè pé kí làwọn ń fẹ́, kí lẹ̀tọ́ tí ó fi di pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ń pariwo. Ẹ wá jẹ́ kí n sọ fún Babájídé Sanwó-Olú o, kò ń ṣe Ọjọ́ta nìkan ni a fẹ́ dúró sí, gbogbo ibi tó ń pè nílùú Èkó pátá, títí dé Port Authority, títí dé airport, títí dé gbogbo ibikíbi tó bá wùn wá la máa rìn sí. Kò ń ṣojú kan, a máa spontaneous, gbogbo rálì máa jáde ní gbogbo ibikíbi tó bá ti lè jáde nílùú Èkó. A nídìí láti sọ fún yàn kankan pé ibi báyìí ni rálì máa ti jáde. Ọjọ́ta nìkan lẹ́rù pa ti fẹ́ jáde ni, à ń bọ̀ ní Ìkẹjà, à ń bọ̀ lóṣòdì, à ń bọ̀ ní Mushin, à ń bọ̀ lálẹ́mọ̀ṣọ́, à ń bọ̀ ní Òkùnkùn Michael, à ń bọ̀ ní Yànàpájà, gbogbo ibi tó ń pè ní Lagos State, àwa ọmọ Yorùbá la ní. Kò kì í ṣèwọ Babájídé Sanwó-Olú lọ nílùú Èkó, àwa ọmọ Yorùbá tá à ń sọ pé àjọṣepọ̀ àwa àti àwọn Fúlàní, àwọn darandaran tó ń pa wá, tí wọ́n sọ fún wa pé àwọn máa pa yín, àwọn máa gbalẹ̀, àwọn máa gba omi wa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi tó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá létí o, tó bá ti gba omi kúrò lọ́wọ́ yín, a jẹ́ pé ẹ nílò mọ́, a jẹ́ pé gbogbo wa ẹrú la máa ṣe. Àwa dẹ̀ sọ pé àṣẹrú, ṣèbí inú Nàìjíríà náà lẹ́yìn náà wà, tí gbogbo wa rí bó ṣe ń lọ lójoojúmọ́. Kí ló wá dé? Kí lẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa gan? Kí la ṣe fúnjọba Babájídé Sanwó-Olú tó fi di pé o fẹ́ máa fi àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation tó ń béèrè fẹ́tọ̀ wọn, ẹ fẹ́ máa fi wọ́n dájọ́, ẹ fẹ́ máa pa wọ́n, ẹ fẹ́ máa mú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn. Ẹ wá dúró, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bẹ̀rù, bọ́ bá fẹ́ mú gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ gbogbo wa, kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mú, àmọ́ ẹ̀tọ́ wa ó ń bọ̀ ni. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa gbáradì fún wa. A ní sọ bí kíbi tá ti máa jáde, a jáde ní airport, a jáde ní local airport, a jáde ní Port Authority, gbogbo bí tó bá ti wù wá láti lè jáde. Àwa la ní ìlú Èkó, kò ṣe Babájídé Sanwó-Olú lónìí, nítorí pé a ní lajú wa sílẹ̀ tí Fúlàní máa gba ìlú máa wa lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n fẹ́ sọ ìlú Èkó, wọ́n fẹ́ sọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, wọ́n fẹ́ sọ di ibi tí àwọn Fúlàní ló máa control gbogbo resources wa. Wọ́n ti ń control ẹ̀ náà, àmọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá bí a kò tí ì yé wọn ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ díẹ̀ nínú in tí ìjọba ti tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tó sọ nípa Nàìjíríà, pé Nàìjíríà tẹ́yìn wò yẹn, àwọn kan ló fẹ́ jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà máa exist. Àwọn wo ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀? Àwọn wo ni? Àwọn British government. Àwọn ni wọ́n fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà ó continue. Nàìjíríà ò kì í ṣe ìlú, àwa kọ́ la dá Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀. British government ló dá Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀. Àwa kọ́ ni a fi pé a fẹ́ ṣe Nàìjíríà. British government ló ní pé Nàìjíríà ń kọ́ o, ó ti di dandan kó wà papọ̀. Àmọ́ ta ló dá Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀? Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ díẹ̀ nínú tí bàbá tí ó sọ̀rọ̀. Nigeria is not a country, and it is time that the Yoruba people understand that. Let's first hear from what Dr. Ugu say, and then we'll come back to Jonathan.
They wanted to be separate from the country that the British Empire had imposed on us, which was this country of Nigeria, where they kind of took a bunch of independent nations who don't have anything to do with each other, don't even speak each other's language, don't relate. Many of them were even enemies and warring at the time, smushed them all together and drew these arbitrary lines around them and called them countries and named those countries.
Right.
And said, now y'all get along and do a country for us and be a union for us. And then go through, contentious, bloody independence processes that never really yield any real independence. You're still part of a commonwealth afterwards.
True.
And you have the eternal meddling in your affairs and the eternal extraction of your resources and the eternal fomenting of divisiveness and infighting in order to be able to control you. This is what an oppressor does, a colonizer does. These are tactics and strategies of dominance.
Right.
We were subjected to that as a larger unit of Nigeria. And then when the Igbo people said, we want our own thing, let's go and do that. Well, it so happened to be that the territory that this new country of Biafra was going to be in included very, very rich oil reserves. And the British were not going to let go of that.
Wow.
And the people that they had put in power, that their puppet Nigerian governments weren't going to do that either because they needed it for the Nigerian project.
Right.
And Britain needed it for its own interests and uses. So Great Britain got directly involved in this civil war and in the war for independence and decided that they would do everything to make sure that Biafra did not go.
Wow.
And this everything meant directly funding genocide of the people of Biafra.
Thinking about how we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this would help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought forth, not to bore you, first, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi, the former Prime Minister of the Western Region. The second one, and I quote, it is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit. This is accredited to Sir Amado Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. The third, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only the British intention for the country.
Well, and that is the former President Goodluck Jonathan. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé lótìtọ́ á dàbí ìgbà tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ dẹ́rù bà wá, kò sí ìfòyà, kò sí ìbẹ̀rù. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá àsìkò tí a ti ń béèrè fẹ́tọ̀ wa ló dé báyìí. Ẹ̀tọ́ náà dẹ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lénìí. Even though pé ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú a sad note. But bí ṣe lè sọ fún gbogbo wa pé nígbà tí mo ti láǹfààní láti jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa mọ̀ pé Yorùbá nation tí a fẹ́ ó ti di dandan pé ká gbà á, àmọ́ bá ṣe máa gbà á òun náà láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí. A tún wá ń sọ fún gọ́vnà Lagos State pé lọ́la lágbára Ọlọ́run kó tún máa rí wa, a tún máa jáde lọ́la. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa wà ní títì lọ́la lágbára Elédùmarè. Bàbá wa Olóyè Sunday Igboho ní kí n sọ fún gọ́vnà Babájídé Sanwó-Olú pé ó kù díẹ̀ ni àwọn náà fẹ́ẹ́ dé tán, àmọ́ Yorùbá nation àní wọnú ilé ìtàlá máa wà títí nígbà tí a fi máa gbẹ̀tọ́ wa. Wọ́n wá ní kí n sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá pé kẹ́ ṣe ọkàn balẹ̀ pé in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn náà ń kọ́ ó dùn àwọn, àmọ́ bí gbogbo wa ti ṣe mọ̀ pé òmìnira tá à ń béèrè fún àníbọn àníkùmọ̀ àní ta fẹ́ fi jà, ìyẹn náà la ṣe ní ká jáde ká pariwo kí gbogbo àgbáyé lè gbọ́ wa dáadáa. Àmọ́ àwárí ti rí sí ni pé ìjọba Nàìjíríà kò ń ṣe ìjọba tó fẹ́ràn aráàlú. Ìyẹn ni gbogbo ìdí tí àwọn ṣe ń sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé àsìkò tí a gbọ́dọ̀ kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà òun náà ló ti wá dé báyìí. Kò sí kankan tá tó fẹ́ máa ṣe nínú Nàìjíríà mọ́. Nàìjíríà ò bẹ́nẹ́fìtì aráàlú kankan. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n rán yín létí lára àwọn tí bàbá wa sọ kó tó di wákàtí nígbà tí wọ́n pariwo pé wọ́n ń pa wá, wọ́n ń gé wa lórí, wọn ò jẹ́ ká rí nǹkan kan ṣe. Àmọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń sọ pé ó ṣe jẹ́yìn nìkan, ṣẹ́yìn nìkan náà ni gbogbo wàhálà yìí lórí ni. Mo wá fi ń tó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé àsìkò tá à ń béèrè fẹ́tọ́ wa yìí, no retreat, no surrender. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí anybody kó búlì wa pé in tá à ń ṣe yìí kò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, in tó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ là ń ṣe, in tó dẹ̀dá là ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí àwọn kan máa fi ohun oríṣiríṣi pé kò tán yín, nítorí pé bí gbogbo wa ti ṣe mọ̀ pé òmìnira kò ń ṣe tí ó easy láti gbà. Lótìtọ́ lódodo kò wùyàn kankan pé kéèyàn kankan kú, àmọ́ tí a bá padà sẹ́yìn a rí pé èmi kọ́ ni wọ́n ti ń pa wá. Ẹja gbọ́n tí bàbá wa sọ níbi.
Fámìlì wa gbogbo àwọn àtọ́fẹ́ lókè fún òní wálé nípa àwọn ọmọ ìjọba gbé gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ lè kó káàkiri ọ̀nà lórí èkìtì káàkiri wọlé Yorùbá Fúlàní ìjọ ni wọ́n pa wá. Ìdí ìdàgbò wọn fẹ́ tàbí wọn ọ̀dọ́ ká jáde fún ara fáìtì.
Ẹ̀tọ́ wa ká béèrè ráìtì wa lọ́wọ́ àkókò yìí. Ìdí ni mo fi ń ṣe pé ẹni Fúlàní ẹ̀sìn náà ajínigbé ni ó kò lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Ìgbọ̀ngàn báyìí ṣé ẹ lè sọ pé peace ti padà síbẹ̀ báyìí.
Alága ti wà ní gẹ́gẹ́ àwọn ará gàngán confirm ẹ̀pá láàfin àti wà. Sòkèdè ẹ̀sìn bẹ̀ nìkan mo sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ síwájú pé kì í ṣe gàngán nìkan ni àjẹ ká la gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá lápapọ̀ láti máa béèrè. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́lọ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ gọ́fìnà Ògùn state náà fúnra wọn náà sọ pé àwọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọ́n fi hàn pé àwọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn tí àwọn ń ṣèjọba lé lórí. Because tí gọ́fìnà bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù tó ń ṣèjọba lé lórí Ògùn state kò ní gbà wá láyè pé káwá fèsì àwọn Fúlàní ẹ̀sìn mẹ́rin náà. So fúnra ìjọba ló sọ pé ó ti tó gẹ́ fáwọn Fúlàní ẹ̀sìn mẹ́rin torí pé àwọn tóun ń ṣèjọba lé lórí lẹ́ ń pa. So ìdí ni ìta fi wá sóògùn state lé ní.
Ṣé táwọn pàdé ẹ ti ní gómìnà báyìí?
Mi ì tí ì rí wọn but èmi ò pé ibi tó ju ìjàmbá wà lẹ́ka kọ́kọ́ lọ tàbá lé àwọn Fúlàní tàbá lé tán a máa padà lọ́wọ́ ìjọba láti kí wọn. a ń lọ sí yewa láńdọ báyìí torí pé a rí pé ibẹ̀ gangan ni àwọn Fúlàní ajínigbé yìí ni wọ́n ti ń ṣe jàǹbá fáwọn ọmọ Ògùn state púpọ̀ jù so ibẹ̀ gangan là ń lọ sí báyìí.
A gbọ́ pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá wọ́n ń gbàbọ̀dé fún yín. Ṣóòtọ́ ni àbí ẹ rí support látọ̀kùn Yorùbá?
Èmi ò tí ì rí Yorùbá kankan tí mo lè sọ pé gbàbọ̀dé ṣe ti understand because gbogbo Yorùbá ló dìde ìjà bá ń jà ìjà gbogbo Yorùbá ni ẹ lè rí pé àti mùsùlùmí àti Christian gbogbo ẹnìbọn ní ń jà kì í ṣe pé jà Ìgbòho nìkan gbogbo wa là ń jà gbogbo Yorùbá ló ń jà kì í ṣe pé Yorùbá kan ń gbé àbọ̀dé fẹ́ nìkan kan láti dúpẹ́ lọ́gbọ̀ àwọn tó wà ní diaspora rí pé gbogbo ọ̀nà dìde tán so gbogbo àwọn ọba náà ti dìde gbogbo àwọn ọba ti dìde everybody ti dìde kò sí pé bóyá Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò náà dìde ó ń bínú so gbogbo àlà ń bínú papọ̀ kì í ṣe pé Yorùbá kan ń ságbàbọ̀dé so ìjà tá à ń jà ìjà gbogbo Yorùbá ni ọ̀dẹ̀ ti dópin ẹ̀ náà kò sẹ́ náà.
And enough is enough. So Babajide Sanwo-Olu, expect the Yoruba people that will be coming back out again. Kò wá ń ṣe Yorùbá nìkan ló fẹ́ jáde. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí ire Yorùbá ó ti di dandan kó jáde. Also in UK tomorrow morning at exactly 10 a.m. we're expecting as many of you to join those that will be coming out in front of the Nigerian High Commission at Northumberland here in London. The closest train station is Charing Cross. À ń fi àsìkò yìí a fi ń rọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà ní UK pé ẹ jáde ní púpọ̀ kí a fi wá sọ fún ìjọba Nàìjíríà through the British government in front of the Nigerian High Commission at exactly 10 a.m. pé enough is enough. We will not sit back while individuals that are asking for their right to self-determination will be killed. You're watching a live transmission. It is Monday, January 9, 2023 at exactly 10:24 p.m. where the Lagos State Governor have ordered the killing of innocent Yoruba people that were protesting, calling for their right to self-determination. Let me quickly give you, the background of our right according to the United Nations Charter. The United Nations Charter says, and I quote, that the right of the Yoruba people will be respected according to what we have. But before we go into that again, let me remind you that the Yoruba people that have spoken have not just spoken, but if we all wait, we will all die waiting for the Nigerian government to secure our lives.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with armed bandits. They kill people, kill their Nigerians. They assassinate their homies. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Well, that was the former Chief of Army Staff, T.Y. Danjuma some few years ago, telling Nigerians that if you wait, you will all die. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ túbọ̀ ṣe kíni, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ọkàn akin. For now, nobody has been told to do anything otherwise. Ẹ má block the highway. There are more Yoruba people that are traveling into Lagos State. Please do not block our highway as we speak right now. I will be giving you all the details and what you need to know. But this is not the platform that will tell you everything. Some information will not be revealed on the live show. We will be giving you those information on the ground. Gbogbo yín tí ẹ ti wà ní Èkó, gbogbo yín pátápátá, ẹni tí kò bá mọ ibi tó yẹ kó wà àbí ibi tó yẹ kó lọ, ẹ pè nọ́mbà mi +44 74 04 40 5917 and we will try to connect you to the dot. But let me tell the security operatives, according to the information that I have, I am now directing this to the Commissioner for Police in Nigeria, in Lagos State. But before I say that, if anybody think that all the garbage politicians are going to save you, let's hear what the former president Obasanjo had to say about Nigeria as a country that has not worked and how they failed every Nigerian, and our right to self-determination must be respected. Once again, 2 people were ordered to be killed by Babajide Sanwo-Olu. They were meant to be more than that. Àwọn kan ṣèṣe, but they are currently taking treatment as I speak to you. But right now, I can confirm officially that we lost 2 innocent Yoruba people in the hands of the governor of Lagos State under his commissioner for police in Lagos State.
Now, you see, you have everything going through, and I don't want you to feel discouraged. Please, things are happening in Nigeria, but I believe it's only for a short time. Because it depends on you. Whatever my generation might have done wrong, and I really felt that my generation has done a lot wrong, it is for your generation to do it better. And don't just sit down and complain. Don't just sit down and complain. Sitting down and complain is like the anger of the people. You're on the same time, you'll be on the same line, on the same level, but you have to be proactive. And you have to make sure you get enough of what I call critical mass of people, like-minded people, who will be ready to say, yes, we can bring about the change. And you can bring about the change if you get the critical mass of people that are ready to slug it out. I always say when people say, well, when will these old hands go out of the way? They won't go out of the way. You have to make them go out of the way. They won't voluntarily go out of the way. You have to make it uncomfortable for them. I'm not talking of violence, but bringing pressure to bear to make it uncomfortable for them.
And you heard it there from the former president, Goodluck Jonathan. Just as our father, our own lovely father, Professor Banji Akintoye, what is often we will not bring violence, but we will bring the pressure. And the pressure means that we will be back again in Lagos State tomorrow morning. Location will not be revealed right here, but I can tell you that more Yoruba people are now moving into Lagos State. I am now calling everybody that is in Lagos State to expect more of us in Lagos State. The Yoruba Super Rally is not just a one day, it's a continuity, and we will continue to be on the ground in Lagos State and even in all the remaining states of Southwest, and asking for one thing alone, asking for our right to self-determination. Let's have the privilege to listen to the late broadcast that our father did earlier today on the Yoruba World Media under the update on the Lagos State rally that has become a death to two Yoruba people that were killed by the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
Gbogbo iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe fún Yorùbá ọdún àsán fún yín o, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ wa tẹ́ dẹ̀ kúrò nílé káàkiri ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tẹ́lẹ̀ ń lọ sí Èkó lọ ṣe rálì lẹ́yìn, mo kí yín o. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn wípé pọ́lísì yín tẹ̀ ń gbé síwájú yín gbà gbogbo ẹ tún gbé síwájú náà lẹ́yìn in spite of all the difficulty. Lórí nǹkan tí a gbọ́ ni wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ̀kalẹ̀ nínú mọ́tò kẹ́ wá máa kóra yín jọ tí ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe rálì náà rárá nígbà tí àwọn ọlọ́pàá kan dé tí wọ́n yìnbọn sí àárín yín. Ìbọn yẹn pààyàn kan ó dẹ̀ wound èèyàn kan according to what we hear. More condition the second one yet. But the important thing is this. Two things are important now. The first thing is your determination to go on. No surrender, no bending, no bending the knee, no surrender, and no looking back, no going back. You want your country, and that is final. Whatever difficulties the Nigerian authorities may create, whatever crimes they may choose to commit in order to stop you, we are going on. So mo gbọ́ pé àwọn tó jẹ́ bí ẹ̀gbọ́n yín wọ́n sọ fún mi pé okay nígbà tí ó dẹ̀ ti rí báyìí ká disperse ká máa lọ lé pé àwọn ẹ sọ pé no, in fact more people are coming according to what we hear. Oòduà kí yín o, gbogbo Yorùbá kí yín bí tá a wà lẹ́nìí. Inú wa ń dùn sí yín láti máa gbọ́ news yín yẹn. No surrender, no bending the knee, no looking back, no going back. It is men like you, people like you, men and women like you, with strong resolve, with a bending will that achieve great things in history. And God will grant you the ability, the reality of achieving the great thing of getting for the Yoruba nation their nation, orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ọlọ́run ti bá wa ṣe, Ọlọ́run bá parí ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìgbé àtayọ̀. So mo kí yín o. That's number one. The second one is about the government of Nigeria, the police and so on. Nǹkan tó wà ńbẹ̀ ni wípé ó ti fẹ́ tán fún Nigeria. So wọ́n kẹ́ àwọn bandit commit crime. Torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé crime ńláńlá ní nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe láàárọ̀. Èkíní, everybody anywhere in the world táwọn èèyàn bá kó àjọ tó ń bá ní wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe rally nìyẹn. Ìjọba ò lágbára láti stop wọn. It's a crime to try and stop them. Secondly, for self-determination for their own nation out of an existing country. Ìjọba ò lágbára láti stop rẹ̀. Òfin ìjọba ò gbà pé kí ìjọba stop rẹ̀. Because the right of self-determination is the right of every people in the world. It is the right of the Yoruba people, it's the right of the Igbo people, it's the right of the Tiv people, it's the right of the Hausa people. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó lè sọ fún wa wípé a gbọ́dọ̀ express yẹn. Nǹkan tí a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ni pé ká lọ máa fẹ́ pẹ̀lú violence, ká lọ máa gbé òkúta, ká máa fọ́lé, ká máa fọ́nà, ká lọ máa lùtì ṣọ́ọ̀bù kàkà. Tá a bá ṣe wọ̀nyẹn, ìṣe self-determination làwọn máa ń yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá ṣe with peace, that our law abiding in the process of making our noise for self-determination, we are perfectly in our right to do so. All the laws of international relations in the world guarantee that self-determination is a right of all ethnic nations in the world, an inalienable right, that is a right that nothing can take away. Nothing can take it away. No government can take away, no power can take it away, no policeman can take it away. It is a right that is ours. And so, the police broke a law. And that is of our lawyers who are Yoruba land is a land of lawyers. At a lawyers were wanting to the law of motions of crime. A crime committed by the authorities of Nigeria this morning. International Criminal Court. I want to ambassador our federal government terms of Fupen by La Feshe 1 month already. Because I took the case one was over the International Criminal Court already, more than a year ago. Case never was the International Criminal Court. Then Jerry Abijata. I want an International Criminal Court or not here one man that shame country money. The back petition law back pay one check out I want come break of fear against me. They want committee crime against humanity or crime or war crime or whatever. The back International Criminal Court ICC at The Hague in Holland. First in time, I pay one collect as you pay actually petition and you bow. I want them to follow steps that man follow. That's first. Actually, let almost within weeks. That's for me to let petition against the federal government of Nigeria.
On the breaking news, a ní bàbá wa Olóyè Sunday Igboho tí wọ́n máa bá gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ in just a minute. Orúkọ mi ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. Bàbá wa busy gan àmọ́ torí agbára tí Ọlọ́run fún mi pé èmi náà ni mo tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti gbé wọn wá láti sáré bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ má bínú bàbá wa. Ẹ bá kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ní kíákíá. Wọ́n náà fẹ́ gbọ́hùn yín kó tó di pé àwa máa bẹ́tò lọ. Ẹ bá gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀. Olóyè Sunday Igboho wọ́n ti wà live lórí program pẹ̀lú wa.
Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi, màmá mi, mo kí ọkùnrin, mo kí obìnrin. Kú ọ̀rọ̀ ló Ọlọ́run bá tó láyé tọ́lọ́run yóò dáàbò bò wá. Mo dẹ̀ kí ìdílé ọmọ tí àwọn gbẹ̀mígbẹ̀mí ìjọba wọ́n gbẹ̀mí ẹ̀ lé ní Ọlọ́run bá ṣàforíjì fún. Àní irú ẹ̀ mọ́ láṣẹ Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo alálẹ̀jọ́ máa délẹ̀ lérí Ọlọ́run kó wáyọ̀. Ó àwọn ìjọba lókèsè fọ́ wa náà yóò Ọlọ́run dáàbò wa àjọ máa délẹ̀ lérí lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Kò ní rẹ̀ wá, kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá o. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin àti mọ̀mọ́ àti bàbá àtọmọdé àtàgbà mo kí ẹ kú àfaradà Ọlọ́run kó wáyọ̀. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ gan.
Ẹ ṣé gan. Ohun bàbá wa Olóyè Sunday Igboho òun ni àgbọ̀ yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sí ibi tí ètò ti ń lọ. Èyí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Monday, January 9, 2023 at exactly 10:39 p.m. London time.
Èkejì ni pé wọ́n á wá sẹ́ẹ̀dì investigator tó máa lọ wá wádìí nǹkan táwọn aráabí kọ síbí pé àwọn tọ̀hún yẹn ṣe ìgbésí wọn ṣé òótọ́ ni. Tó bá fáìn pé òótọ́ ni wọ́n á lọ report padà fún court. The investigator, the supreme investigator at the International Criminal Court, our make announcement kan wípé àwọn èèyàn mi ti investigate allegation àwọn aráabí o tí ò bá nídìí àwa ò rí òótọ́ kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ òótọ́ wọn sọ pé àárọ̀ òótọ́ ń bẹ̀. Ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá, the International Criminal Court made a statement pé allegation a petition àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá against the federal government of Nigeria pé wọ́n ń pa wọ́n lórí oko, wọ́n rẹ́gbọ̀ àwọn obìnrin wọn, wọ́n ń kidnap wọn. Federal government in Nigeria tó gbé òun ló yẹ kó máa defend wọn kò ṣe nǹkan kan. Òótọ́ ni wàá ti rí pé òótọ́ ni petition yẹn. Gbogbo fọ́tò tó dẹ̀ kó ránṣẹ́ bá ń ṣe pa àwọn èèyàn wọn sílẹ̀ bá ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n ti wò wọ́n ti rí pé òótọ́ lélẹ̀. So the International Criminal Court has made the announcement that they have found our case genuine, that it is right, that our petition has been found to be based upon truth. The next thing now ni pé àwọn tí a dárúkọ ẹ̀ sínú petition yẹn láwọn ọ̀gá ńláńlá ní federal government ní Nàìjíríà, àwọn International Criminal Court àwọn máa ṣọ́ wọn, wọ́n á mú wọn kẹ̀kan wá jẹjọ́. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún àwọn tó bá fẹ́ mú bẹ́ẹ̀ ní káàkiri ayé wọ́n á máa sá pamọ́ nílùú wọn ní jáde nílùú wọn rárá mọ́ because wọ́n mọ̀ pé tó bá ti jáde another government ìlú bí tó bá lọ yan ó ní duty láti arrest wọn kó pàdé wọn ọba for the criminal court so wọn ní jáde nílùú wọn wọ́n wà nílùú wọn. So ó ṣe é ṣe ká rí lára àwọn tó wà nínú federal government lẹ́ni tó jẹ́ pé for many years to come wọn ní lè jáde nínú Nigeria because already there is a case awaiting them at the International Criminal Court. Tó bá lẹ́nu wọn tó jáde especially tó bá ti ṣe iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe nínú ìjọba tán irú president ti táàmù ẹ̀ bá kọjá tó bá jáde kúrò ní ìlú ẹ̀ lọ sí ìlú mìíràn wọ́n arrest ẹ̀ lọ́hùn o. Tó bá dé arrest ẹ̀ lọ́hùn wọ́n á gbé lọ sí ìtàn tí máa try ẹ̀ àdìgbẹ́ ìkọlà. Wọ́n á try ẹ̀ tó bá find ẹ̀ guilty ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú president ayé ló wà lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n báyìí o láyé àwọn tó ṣe president ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú wọn ló wà lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n báyìí ní tó jẹ́ pé International Criminal Court ló gbé wọn sí ẹ̀wọ̀n. So anything is possible with any of the officials of the Nigerian federal government because at least orúkọ wọn láti orúkọ bàbá ńlá àwọn president lójú òní ọ̀gá àgbà pátápátá ní ìjọba federal government of Nigeria títí àwọn attorney general àwọn minister of this minister of that àdéṣe orúkọ wọn àwọn tó jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ wọn ni láti protect àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n refuse wọn ò protect àwọn èèyàn tí Fúlàní pàkàtì títí dá àwọn sójà àwọn ọ̀gá sójà àwọn generals àwọn commander ńláńlá.
We're going to leave that. That is just some of the updates from our father, Professor Banji Akintoye, explaining to us, that the Yoruba nation, as it is our fundamental human right, and that right will be respected, by the federal government of Nigeria. Let us remind us that the British government, under the Lugard administration, was able to craft the southern and the northern protectorate together, and that led to the 1914 amalgamation. And that is the reason why today everybody is known as a Nigerian. We are used to be one people, one language, one culture. Let me remind you that what Professor Banji Akíntóyè tí wọ́n ṣàlàyé fún wa nínú information, ẹ rí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ máa béèrè pé ṣé à ń bájọba jà in terms of spiritual, physical, gbogbo ẹ̀ la fi ń bá wọn jà. A dúpẹ́ fáwọn tó ń ṣe àdúrà lójoojúmọ́. Ẹ wá rí i pé kò ń ṣe pé gbà tí a bá ń ṣàdúrà, ẹ rí i pé ìjọba mùjẹmùjẹ, they were still able under the governor of Lagos State to kill 2 innocent people. Ibi tí gbogbo wàhálà yìí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kò ju pé the British wanted to take control of Nigeria, but they did not want that control to be in the hands of the southern part and those that are called the Yorubas or the Igbo. What they did craftily was to manipulate and brought in what is called the 1914 amalgamation. That led to what is now called Nigeria. And we can dissolve that peacefully. But I'm not sure that the federal government, under all the fraudulent 1999 constitution and the criminality, the British is still backing up the Nigeria to say that going out to vote will solve all the problem. If you have just joined the program, it is now coming up to 10:45 p.m. And let us remind you what our father, Chief Sunday Igboho, told us some few minutes ago.
Sunday Igboho, what you are live during program? What you are live during program, Padua? Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi, màmá mi, mo kí ọkùnrin, mo kí obìnrin. Kú ọ̀rọ̀ ló Ọlọ́run bá tọ́ láyé tọ́lọ́run yóò dá gbogbo wa. Mo lè kí ìdílé ọmọ tí àwọn ẹ̀mí ìjọba tó ń gbẹ̀mí ẹ̀ léni Ọlọ́run kan ṣàforíjì fún. Àní lórí ọmọ láṣẹ Ọlọ́run. Àjọ aládẹjọ́ máa délé léni Ọlọ́run kò wáyọ̀. Fún àwọn ìjọba lókèsè fún àwọn náà yóò Ọlọ́run dáàbò gbogbo wa. Àjọ máa délé léni lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Kò ní rẹ̀ wá, kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá o. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin àti mọ̀mọ́ àti bàbá àtọmọdé àtàgbà mo kí ẹ̀kọ́ àbáradà Ọlọ́run kò wáyọ̀. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ gan.
And that was the voice of the one and only Dr. Oloye Sunday Igboho that spoke to us some few minutes ago. Let's come back and remind you that we are not just saying that káwọn èèyàn máa jáde ká tì wọ́n sínú kú. No, àwa táwa níta náà a ní role láti play the scene. Irú role wo la fẹ́ play? We will play different roles to go back and tell the criminal Nigerian government, using the fraudulent 1999 constitution, using every means to hold back our people to bondage. Some of the job tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe is not just to sit down anymore, but we must now remember that 2 people that were killed today are not the only people tí wọ́n ti ń pa ní Nigeria. We have lost multiple numbers of people. Let me show you how a Yoruba boy, let me show you how a Yoruba father, uncle was gunned down. Kò ń ṣe criminal. I know a lot of criminal to operate in Nigeria, stealing the crude oil, making life ungovernable for those of us Awanita and Awanine. But I can tell you that the Lagos State governor refused to respect the dignity of the right of the people, of those that he says ó ń ṣèjọba lé lórí. Ta ló ń ṣèjọba lé lórí gan-an? À ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ gọ́vnà Lagos State pé ta lẹ̀ ń ṣèjọba lé lórí? Ṣé Fúlàní lẹ̀ ń ṣèjọba lé lórí ni àbí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá? Àmọ́ ẹ wo bí wọ́n ṣe pa ọmọ wa, bàbá wa. It's a bit sad. I cannot show you more than that, but let me just show you for the benefit of those of you that probably have not seen the image. Àbúrò wa, ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, olóṣù sílẹ̀ lẹ́yìn. This is what Babajide Sanwo-Olu was able to achieve today in Lagos State. But ẹ sọ fún Babajide Sanwo-Olu pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, we are coming back out again tomorrow. Our demand must be met, and àdẹ̀fẹ́ kí ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣojo níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dé lálẹ́ yìí. Let us now make use of the Twitter for the benefit of those of you that are not on Twitter. Let me first debunk any news that the Nigerian police might be bringing out. Let me tell you that the Yoruba people that came out today, they came out in a very peaceful way. And even though some of the headlines that I've been able to pick up, we say that the Yoruba Nation rally, police killed 2 of our members, Professor Banji Akintoye. Even though a lot of you might not know, INEC is also now saying that insecurity 2023 election may faces cancellation threat. That is a signal that the Yoruba people must now understand what we have been telling you. Wọ́n ní intention láti ṣe election kankan. Wọ́n láníyàn láti ṣe election kankan. Gbogbo tó ń sọ fún yín irọ́ ni. INEC is now planning to disrupt an election that have spent millions or billions of naira. Wọ́n sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà pé because of the insecurity, the election might be cancelled. We are just starting. But gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá, let me reassure us that our fight to self-determination will be respected under the 1514 resolution that I'm going to read out again. These and all other is part of why we are saying the Lagos State governor will spend a lot of time in the prison, whether now or tomorrow. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n rán yín létí pé this man, Omar Bashir, is currently serving a long prison term that it will be for the crime against injustice. Nígbà tó gba ìjọba ní 1989, kò mọ̀ pé ní 2021 or thereabout, wọ́n máa mú òun mọ́lẹ̀. He ruled Sudan for 30 good years. But as I speak to you right now, Omar al-Bashir is currently in the hands of his government in his own country, where he has admitted responsibility for catalogue of problems. Nígbà tó jẹ́ kó máa jẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn grandchildren ẹ̀, ó wà ní prison nísìn for the crime. Ẹ wo bó ṣe rí, but nígbà tó bá ń ṣe atrocity yẹn, àwọn tí ń gbàgbé. So ẹ sọ fún Baba Jídé Sanwó-Olú, the current governor of Lagos State, that kó máa gbáradì. Ṣó young nísìn, by the time tó bá máa fi wà ní prison, á ti di àgbàlagbà. Time tó jẹ́ kó máa celebrate pẹ̀lú àwọn grandchildren ẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation, a máa make sure pé ó spend the rest of his life in the prison. Let me now go back again. For those of you that do not know, that when we call that Yoruba people need to get out of Nigeria, I want to take you to what happened in America some few days ago. There was a particular person that went into collapse. After 7 days, he has come back to life. This is some of the reason why a lè máa ní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà labroad tí wọ́n ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi nǹkan, tí wọ́n ń tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn, tí wọ́n ní opportunity, tí àwa dẹ̀ ń sọ fáwọn tó kù pé opportunity tí à ń rí níta òun náà la fẹ́ mú wá sínú ilé. Let me go through this story a little bit for the benefit of those of you that probably have never come across it. Build safety Dama Harman tweet his thanks after he moves from Cincinnati to Buffalo Hospital 7 days after collapse. Let me read the story for you. Dama Harman was released from the hospital on Monday, a week after the Buffalo Bills safety heart stop. Ìyẹn ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ó stop, but 7 days ó padà sáyé. Ẹ imagine tó bá jẹ́ pé Nàìjíríà ni, olúkálùkù á ti sọ pé àwọn ìyá kan ló pa, àwọn bàbá kan ló pa. Because we do not have the good medical care for our people, so many people are now dying. These are all the reasons that the Yoruba people are asking for the right to self-determination. According to what we know, his heart stopped, but he had to resurrect from on the field during the NFL game. Àwọn tó bá wà ní America, they know more about this kind of sport. Bígbà tí wọ́n wo Premier League náà lórí. Dr. William A. Knight said on Monday during a video news conference, Knight said he went with Harman to the airport where he took a flight to Buffalo. Harman is in the hospital. There, the doctor from the UC Medical Center in Cincinnati. Hospital. These are the kind of things that we are telling those of you in Yewa, in medical, in any part of Yoruba land, that in Tombo, only if you understand what is about to take place when we have our own beautiful nation. Tani kò ní like irú hospital báyìí tó ti máa tọ́jú family ẹ̀, tó ti máa tọ́jú ẹbí ẹ̀, tó ti máa tọ́jú bàbá tó bí ẹ, tó ti máa tọ́jú ìyá tó bí ẹ. Let's see if we can get a video of this beautiful hospital. I do not own the copyright, but let's just watch some of the reasons why we are saying the Yoruba people must get the hell out of the shithole country called Nigeria. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo a bit of this hospital on a virtual tour. Hospital lele tẹ́ ń wò yìí o, ìwọ náà máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin rẹ pé irú ayé tèmi náà fẹ́ gbé lélẹ̀. This is an hospital, but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá tá à ń sọ fún pé ẹ jáde síta, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe rally, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe protest, ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ṣe kíni, ẹ jẹ́ ká jáde síta, but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ẹ ń sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ jáde, ẹ ń sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ jáde. Mo ti wà lórí live show, ẹ sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ jáde. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé ẹ jẹ́ ká fọkàn wa balẹ̀, ibi tá à ń lọ kù díẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà wo hospital tí wọ́n ti ń tọ́jú àwọn aláìsàn, ẹ wo bó ṣe dàbí ìgbà tíyàn lọ sí 5-star deluxe hotel oríṣiríṣi. Ibi tó ti tọ́jú arákùnrin tí ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ lọ tó tún revive ẹ̀ padà after ọjọ́ méje. Ìwọ náà máa béèrè pé ṣé bàbá mi ò ní jẹ́rú ayé báyìí, ṣé mi náà ní jẹ́rú ayé báyìí. Gbogbo tẹ wá ń wò yìí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ wà nílé kò jẹ́ kẹ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ POS. Ìyẹn ò gbọ́dọ̀ lọ ṣe medical ní after so many years tó ti protest tí wọ́n jẹ́ fẹ́ parí university after so many strike, kí o ṣe wá máa ń ṣe POS àbí kó máa wáyàn kan tó máa fún ẹ ní owó láti abroad. Ẹ wà àwọn dúdú tó wà níbẹ̀, ó lè jẹ́ ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni, ó lè jẹ́ ọmọ Ghana ni, ó lè jẹ́ ọmọ Uganda ni. Ìwọ náà máa wọ hospital bó ṣe rí, torí bó ṣe dàbí hotel. Àwọn Ọbásanjọ́, àwọn Àtíkù nìkan ló fẹ́ máa jẹrú ayé báyìí. Gbogbo àwa tí à ń sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. Nigeria is not a country. It's one of the most shittest whole country. Ìwọ náà wo ẹni tí ó bá fẹ́ bímọ tó jẹ́ obìnrin nínú hospital tá a ṣe ń sọ yìí náà ni o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún wo fídíò yìí. I do not own the copyright, but ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ enjoy ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
It can be both exciting and stressful. From your first appointment with your obstetrician to the day you take your baby home, you want a positive experience and the best medical team possible. At University of Cincinnati Medical Center, we are committed to providing an enjoyable experience with exceptional care for you and your baby. We hope this virtual tour gives you a better idea of what to expect so that you can make an informed decision about where you choose to deliver. To help our soon-to-be moms prepare for their birthing experience, we offer a variety of childbirth classes designed to give you the attention you need and answers to your questions. You can choose from a number of classes, including baby care basics, infant CPR and safety, breastfeeding classes, and childbirth classes for a natural delivery or one with pain relief medication. We also offer on-site tours. We know it's important to you to have access to safe, modern facilities. Our private birthing suites are spacious and designed to handle every phase of your maternity stay, so you can remain in one room for your labor, delivery, and recovery. Birthing suites are safe, comfortable, and include a sleeper sofa, full-size shower, on-demand room service, complimentary evening snacks, cable TV, and free Wi-Fi. Our suites also allow for 24/7 visitation with family and friends. Because our private birthing suites are large, several family members or friends can share in the joy of your baby's birth if you choose. We welcome them to remain.
Well, I don't have to go further in that video, but at least you have the understanding of what we are saying. So Babajide Sanwo-Olu máa gbáradì fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọjọ́ tó máa lò ní inú prison. We would like to also appreciate our brother and one of our alliance that we have with the Biafra, and also the only spokesman for the Biafra. Don't let anybody deceive you that there is another spokesperson. The only spokesperson for the Biafra under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Simon Ekpa. He joined us this afternoon. Let's see what he has to say.
First of all, my condolences to the Yoruba Nation group and for extrajudicial killing order of some of you today. It is important for everybody to understand that the struggle for freedom is something that is not bread and butter. And no amount of bullets, gun, killing will stop the people that are in a very serious movement for their own freedom. What happened today has again indicated us, indicated everybody the reason why we are fighting to exit Nigeria. Because Nigeria is a terrorist country, and all they do is to kill their citizens that they all to protect. So we, the Biafra side, we have witnessed killing and killing of our people, hundreds, thousands of them, for since 1999. That is Biafra's country. And that is not common. It is very, very unfortunate that Nigerians do not understand, and the indigenous people in Nigeria do not understand why we are fighting and why Nigeria must end. Today, you see the terrorist planning being sponsored by the state government, ambush the military convoy, killed many, and they kidnapped the commanding officer. And that's where they cannot use their guns. That's where police cannot show military or police force power. No. The only way they have strength and they show power are on innocent civilians who are very innocent that are not even.
And that is our brother Simon Ekpa. Let me remind us that let us continue to support the YSDM, where they are doing a lot of groundwork towards the Yoruba self-determination movement. YSDM can be found on www.ysdm.org, and you can also continue to put as many of your donations, especially in this very beautiful time, not a difficult time, as we are still continue to be out there. Fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá, ibi tí ẹ lè máa fi owó fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sọ́pọ́ọ̀tì ìrìn àjò yìí, ẹ tún lè darapọ̀ mọ́ YSDM. Ìyẹn ni àkójọpọ̀ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tí ẹ bá fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn, ẹ contact wọn lórí website wọn tó jẹ́ www.ysdm.org. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ò ní Twitter account. Ó dẹ̀ máa ń jọ wá lójú pé tí a bá ní Twitter ni, ó jẹ́ kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lénìí kí ó ti lọ ṣe kíni, ó ti follow at least àwọn bàbá tí wọ́n dá pé ìrìn àjò yìí ní 2019, but today only 2,389 people are following ìlànà ọmọ Odùduwà worldwide. This is the official Twitter handle for the self-determination under Ilana. And as you can see there, that is our young father, a young Yoruba man that was eventually killed, today in Lagos State by the Lagos State Governor, Baba Jide Sanwo-Olu. But that is not going to allow us to stop the rally. The rally will continue. So let us continue to become a Twitter warrior. And as you can see, even though we trend a little bit today, but if everybody, Tongbo Yoruba Nation, in the last 3 years have a Twitter, we would have been doing very well. Only 482 tweets among millions of Yoruba people. And the question is, kí ló ń bà wá lẹ́rù, kí ló ń já wa láyà tí àwa náà fi di ara Twitter key warriors? Rather, we spend a lot of time arguing on the Facebook comment section, on the YouTube comment section. All this does not help the movement. Let's become, at least once in a day, become somebody that is sending a tweet. And let me tell you how you can send a tweet out. Let me give you how you can do that. Let's go back again to, I can copy this and then retweet it again. So let me show you how it works. Let me see Akibugbomo Yoruba. So I'm going to copy this. You have about 150 characters that you can play with. And let me increase the font for those that have, the big screen at home. So Tabafe tweet, Tabati registers for Twitter. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. But advantage of Twitter, see the other platform, it allows you to quickly get a message out there rather than spending many time. I see a lot of people put comment on the Facebook and YouTube. It doesn't go anywhere and it's not helping us. But at least it's communicating among each other. But it is time now, especially now, so that we can become sending our message. So I'm going to put the message there. Mawalo tag Sanwo-Olu. How do you tag somebody? Egbodo at sign say, and the moment you put the at sign ni ele tí ẹni tó bá mọ̀ tán pè ní at sign tó dàbí bí a yẹn òun ni at sign. Mo lè lọ sọ pé mo fẹ́ add Joe Biden. Ẹ bá jẹ́ pé tí mo orúkọ tó ń lò lórí Twitter tẹ́lẹ̀ àbí kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ type US ó máa gbé oríṣiríṣi jáde. And right there I'm going to tag the US mission in Nigeria, and automatically this message gets to them as well. Again, I to type in number 10, and that gives me the UK Prime Minister. Mo ti tag àwọn náà. Mo fẹ́ tag Sanwo-Olu náà torí pé òun ló pa àwọn ọmọ wa, and that is the official Twitter handle of Sanwo-Olu. Ẹ tag òun náà. Ẹ tún lè tag Pope torí pé àwọn náà sọ pé àgbáyé ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní ìsinmi, kò sí ìsinmi ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ tag ẹ̀. Ẹ lè type in Biden, and that will take you straight to Joe Biden as the US president. Ẹ wá máa rántí kẹ́ lo the hashtag ní eléyìí tí mo ṣe síta nísìnyí tó dàbí ìgbà tí yàn kọ ala méjì tó wá fà á ní ẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ́ ní tó ń pè ní hashtag nìyẹn. Ẹ wá kọ Yoruba Lives Matter. Ẹ rí i pé ó ti gbé jáde ní gbogbo ìní bó ṣe pa ọmọ wa 290 tweet péré ló jáde lórí Yoruba Lives Matter. Ẹ rántí pé nígbà tó pa George Floyd, there were people on the street immediately, spontaneous, crying, shouting, holding the US government for the death. Again, Yoruba Nation now, and ẹ rí i pé ó ṣì sọ fún mi pé mo ní 19 character láti lò, mo ń try láti manage it. Mo fi type in Rion because it's another powerful newscaster tí àwọn náà dá. Okùn mẹ́wàá màá tún táàgì CNN. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ register fún Twitter, very very important. And all you then do, mo fẹ́ add a picture Sanwo-Olu mọ́, so you can add a picture and right there, and as you can see now, I'll be mo ti ready láti tweet, and that is how easy it is. And I send the tweet and automatically it's gone. So that is about it. Adúpẹ́ fún Ọmọyẹlé Sowore is the only person out of all the fake presidential candidates that spoke about the death of the Yoruba people today. And let me tell you some of the things he actually said. Bloodthirsty Nigerian police force, hashtag reportedly killed 2 Yoruba Nation agitators at a peaceful rally in Ojota, Lagos today. I totally condemn this unprovoked murder of a peaceful demonstrator. So I think he also said some few things as well. But let's say thank you so much to our brother there, Omoyele Sowore. So again, let me remind you that this man will spend the rest of his time in the prison. We're going to open our phone line for a few hours. And when you call, please, you're not going to be spending 3-5 minutes. We just want you to call in. I know a lot of you have advice. You want, some of you are concerned. But bí bàbá arúgbó ṣe sọ, ìyẹn bàbá wa tí wọ́n sì ń sọ fún wa pé no looking back, ìyẹn Professor Banji Adebanji Akintoye. There is no reason for us to be scared as well. So my line is now open. I will take the call for a few hours before we start winding the program down. But I can assure everybody that the Yoruba Super Rally in Lagos State continue as it is being planned. For those of you that probably asked, the number is again +44 7404 405917. Let me quickly address again somebody that was also talking rubbish. Again, if you're thinking that there's going to be an election in Nigeria, take a look at this headline. Due to the current security situation in the country, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has maintained that if the situation continues unchecked, it may affect the conduct of the 2023 general election. So don't think that election is coming. Don't be fooled that the government wants to hold election come 2023. I want to respond quickly to the Commissioner for Police in Lagos State. I think he's also talking nonsense. This man, another Fulani man that was brought into Lagos State, as you can see, Abdullahi Alabi lorúkọ ẹ̀. Ní tẹ́ bá rí dáadáa báyìí, ẹ rí pé Fúlàní lélẹ̀ máa jẹ́, nítorí pé tó kò bá ń ṣe Fúlàní ọmọ àlè. Òun á sọ fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pé kí ni ìdí tí a ṣe jáde. Ó ní anyone involved in a breakdown of law and order will be decisively dealt with. Lagos State Commissioner. Ẹ sọ fún Lagos State Commissioner pé ọmọ ọkọ làwa, àwa kì í ṣọmọ àlè. And we go straight with my first caller. And they were very brief, straight to the point, and let's go straight and ask what we need to ask, because the time that is so lálẹ́ àti gbọ́n yé ẹ má tún sọ pé ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ go ahead straight ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀ ti di mẹ́ta.
Yes sir, mo kí sá ẹ pẹ̀lú ẹjọ́ ìmọ̀ràn tèmi tó ṣe fún mi máa ní pé ẹjọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ń lọ káàkiri láti gbé Yorùbá tí wọ́n ń lọ sí Èkó ní ọ̀la tó láti wà láàárọ̀ báyìí. Nǹkan tó ṣe pàtàkì jùlọ ni pé wọ́n ní láti jẹ́ kí gbogbo ibi tó bá fẹ́ wà kán pọ̀ jọ kán má dùn méjì mẹ́ta kán dúró lójú kan náà táwọn ọlọ́pàá bá wá kí wọ́n dúró tán kán jọ torítọ́ lọ kán má díjẹ́ bá ti mẹ́rin kankan wọ́n ti wọ́n mẹ́rin kankan lọ kán lè jọ torítọ́ lọ àwọn ètò bá ní ìgbà àti kọ̀ọ̀kan kán bá fi sí wọn ní kán bá kó lọ́dọ̀ wọn kán lè jẹ́ kán wá ìbọn lórí àwọn pípọ̀ yìí wọ́n ti kọ́ sí ìbọn táwọn ìwà náà gbé bọ́ lọ́wọ́.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá fi sọ̀rọ̀ ìbọn ẹ make sure pé ẹ ṣe live video lọ́dọ̀ tí kẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ ìbọn àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ ìbọn ní orí platform wa, so we don't tolerate such. You can also do a video with your face kẹ́dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ìbọn lórí ẹ̀ àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ ìbọn ní ìdí bíbà. So let us remember that we are live. Kò sí bí ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe lè máa dùn wá kódà ẹ ní láti fi kóòdù sọ̀rọ̀. I need those kind of conversation on this live broadcast. Remember that my face is the most important face in this movement. But don't come here and be talking what you don't have to say. So, even if I'm not, why should somebody come and manipulate my brother? You don't want to hear that here. It doesn't matter. I am not angry and upset. Everybody's angry, but you will not come here and be talking about weapons. You know what to do. Tí ẹnìyẹn bá fẹ́ ṣe the needful, ó yẹ kó ti ra kan fún àwọn ọmọ tó wà nílé. Ó yí sì pé kẹ wá sí bíbá kí ẹ wá máa dẹnu olúkálukú ló mọ ibi tó sì lè gẹ́tẹ̀ ẹ bá wa gẹ́tẹ̀ ẹ fi ránṣẹ́ sáwọn ọmọ wa tó wà nílé. As we come back into the program again, I say good evening and let's go straight to the next caller. I have the right to discontinue your call if I see that whatever you're saying is probably not something that we want to go on a live show. Remember that 36 states in Nigeria, there's a lot of DSS that are also watching this live transmission. We are not giving the next location that the rally comes up from, but I can assure us that the rally continue in Lagos State as well. You have the right to defend yourself, and you don't have to come and tell us how you want to defend yourself. And as we saw there today, our people and sọ fún yín pé tó bá gbà yín lójú any right láti make sure pé ẹ má gbójú kejì fún wọn ẹ̀yin náà gbá ojú wọn padà tit for tat, but don't say anything that can also have implication on the ground for our people. Hello caller, ẹ bá ṣe ní briefly, quickly.
Mr. Olayomi Ekushe o. Nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ tún rán wa létí, mo rí pé àwọn èèyàn wa láàárọ̀ yìí, ibi tí wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà pẹ̀lú wọn ni pé tear gas yẹn. Ṣé ẹ tó bá ti ní tear gas tí wọ́n bá ti ríran mọ́, that is ibi tí wọ́n ti máa ráyè mú wọn nìyẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ kí ní gbogbo ìgbà ni mo máa ń sọ kí wọ́n máa mú kerosene dání pẹ̀lú handkerchief oníkálukú. Kò síbi tí àgà ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lágbára tó bá ti mú handkerchief wọn jáde tó ní kerosene tó fi nu ojú òtítọ́ nìyẹn. Mo máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa sọ fún ènìyàn wa. Wọ́n máa jẹ́ kí kerosene kó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn àti handkerchief lọ́ba ti lè fi sí báyìí tó ti lè nu ojú kò sí ní ìlú tí àgà sí yẹn. Nígbà ayọ̀ ti Abíọ́lá àjọṣe gbogbo wàhálà yẹn ni àdèmọ̀ bá nìkan tá fi gbára wa lẹ̀ tó ó ṣe rí gan nìyẹn ìfẹ́ pẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́lòmí kí lè fẹ́ lómi láyè.
Ẹ ṣe gan-an thank you so much. Wọ́n ní gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń jáde ẹ̀mú handkerchief dání ẹ̀wọ́ ẹ̀tẹ̀ pẹ̀lú kerosene kẹ́tó jáde. Let's go straight to the next caller quickly. Hello caller, your line. Hello.
Nǹkan tí mo dá sí ni pé lórí bí ráàyè ṣe lọ Ọlọ́run á fún wa lágbára tí ráàyè ò ní dúró lágbọ́rọ̀ pé ráàyè yẹn tó bá dúró ó máa fún wa ní problem ó má dúró ní gbogbo wa tó á jẹ́ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ contribute.
Kò sẹ́ni reason tí rally gbọ́dọ̀ dúró ẹ ṣe gan ni the rally continue lásán so ẹ má tún máa sọ any other thing pé Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí rally dúró. The rally continue in the midst of everything. Let me remind you that a rally happens around the world. Situation happen. Sometimes people die. Sometimes people don't die. But it depends on the country. Even in America, tí ó ṣe jẹ́ ìlú tó ní kíní tó, we saw what has happened in the past in the shithole country called Nigeria. So America gan tó ní gbogbo resources tó wà educated tó wà enlightened. Let me take you back briefly to how the rally started. For those of you that have probably not come across the video, let's show you the background of those videos that came out before everybody was also attacked by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu under the Commissioner for Police, a Fulani man, I believe, because you can see his face. Pé ìyẹn kì í ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá, tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ni kò ní máa sọ fún wa pé ká má jáde. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo díẹ̀ nínú àwòrán tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lénìí ní kó tó di pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá mujẹmujẹ wọ́n ti pa èèyàn. It was going smoothly, but the bàbá sí lọ sí towards 20 minutes, things started becoming heat up a little bit. This is where all the problems started to, Gbogbo ibi tí wàhálà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lélẹ̀ at exactly 21 minutes 36 seconds. Let's watch the video carefully. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tear gas ní bíbá ẹni sìn. And it is in between this time that 2 people have been killed and multiple of them were injured as well. So you can see that the cameraman is now moving slightly away from where the tear gas. So, Eric, between now, 2 people have been killed, while the other have also, been dispersed using the tear gas. So, this is what took place under the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Ẹ gbọ́ pé the reporter was saying wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yìnbọn sí wa. Àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń rí ìjẹ́ rí ìbọn lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ìjẹ́ any weapon lọ́wọ́ wọn. All they were asking for, Yoruba nation, our right to self-determination. But let me say it clearly again, that this is a movement that will survive the test of time. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣọkan akin dáadáa. Ẹ̀yin tí ó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ ń wà concern, ẹ̀ ń wà worried, ó bẹ́tà kẹ́ máa fi àdúrà ràn wọ́n yàn lọ́wọ́. Our right to self-determination will be respected. We are just about half an hour left before the end of this program. At exactly 12 midnight, we will bring the program to an end. Ẹ̀gbọ́n tó sọ, ó ní gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yìnbọn sí wa. Tẹ́ bá lọ wo fídíò yẹn at exactly 23 minutes precisely. Imagine àwọn tó ti ń kọrin, tó ti ń jó, and all of a sudden, the Nigerian police under the Lagos State Governor have now eventually killed 2 innocent people, and so many people have been injured. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣèṣe, I can tell you, they are receiving full medical treatment under our father, Dr. Oloye Sunday Igboho. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣèṣe, wọ́n ti ń tọ́jú wọn. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣì wà lọ́nà, ọ̀nà àtúbọ̀ ṣọ̀yìn dẹ́kọ̀. Gbogbo ẹni tó ń bọ̀ lọ́la, we will continue to mobilize, we will continue to tell people to come down. But for those of you that cannot make it down, you are all also advised, gbogbo everybody ti ní right láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ rally ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá. But the only thing we don't want you to do right now is to block the road, because àwọn kíkanjú èèyàn sì ń sọ pé ìlú Èkó yẹn àjọ máa fàdélẹ̀ ni, and they are making their way to Lagos. Ṣẹ́gbọ́, wọ́n ní wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tear gas àti ìbọn. This is what the Lagos State Governor was able to achieve today. But let me tell the Lagos State Governor and the CP that we are coming back out again tomorrow by God's grace. And this is where we say to those of us, all the time, yes, there are things that people can put on. Gas mask long way. See, Abari 500 gas mask, it could have done a lot. Only mark everybody, but at least it will help us, as we all know. This is what it is. In terms of holiday, for gas $50 will run anybody. But I don't want to afford it. These are very expensive. This is the mobilization that we are talking about. FOC YSDM. Tí wọ́n bá ní owó tó pọ̀, they will be able to buy such. But fún gbogbo ẹni tí ó support the platform wa, I'll be giving a bit of update of what we've been able to do today. And like I said, some of the things that we have done as well is not something that we can reveal on the social media. But I can tell you that we have been able to support as many people as we can within the means of the donation that came through this platform, as you have already trusted a platform like ours since we started the movement. I'll be giving a bit of update on that. But this is what they need. So let me first go into gas masks during protests. Kalowo, Ishetu Manshi, Hong Kong, and Omo Yama Wodada. And that way, Cherry people go Cherry. Kalowo video Hong Kong. Gas mask is what they put on, especially when they're having a kind of peaceful rally or protest. Once again, a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is OLAMILEKAN and you're watching a live transmission. Let's go into the video a little bit. Everywhere, lots of man tear gas. Ṣé rí pé gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Hong Kong ṣé rí pé tí gas mask wà lórí ojú wọn. Ẹ̀yin yẹn wá tó wà nílé ìyẹn mo ṣe ń sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ọkàn akin ẹ má jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rù àwa la ní síyá àgbẹ̀yìn mo kíyà tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Welcome to the live program.
Available means in order to stop the restore calmness in society.
Ṣé rí pé kò ń ṣàwà nìkan la máa ń dáná sùn kan ṣé rí pé àwọn náà ti ń dáná sùn kan so kíyàn kan má sọ fún yín pé ẹ lè gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe ń béèrè pé kí la máa ṣe tó bá ti àtàkì yín ẹ ní right láti defend ara yín pẹ̀lú anything tẹ́ bá ní nítorí pé moment yẹn your life is at risk and the most important thing ni pé ṣé rí àkọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ defend ara wa. Ìlú tó ní iná, ìlú tó lómi, ìlú tó lálàáfíà, òun ni Hong Kong. Bọ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà, wọ́n sì ń sọ pé àwọn ọ̀gbà. And let me once again appreciate all our comrades. Ẹ̀rí ìyàwó tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ǹkan, akíkanjú obìnrin ni. Wọ́n náà wá látòǹdó. Ìwọ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nísìn, èyí tó kàn ń ṣe ni ẹ̀wù yáì, ẹ̀wù comrade wa. Láti Oǹdó ni comrade wa ti wá sí Lagos State. Ìwọ tó wà ní Ogun State, kò rí pé ọbí ẹ, ìwọ tó wà ní Ọ̀yọ́ State, ìwọ tó wà ní Lagos State, ẹ̀yin ò tẹ̀ jáde púpọ̀. Kí ló dé táàrí yín tẹ́ jáde? Ṣé bí gbogbo náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàn? Ẹ má fi ṣọ̀rọ̀ keyboard warrior nìkan. Gbogbo àwa kíkanjú, ẹ jẹ́ ká fọkàn balẹ̀. Mo sọ pé tó bá gbá ẹ lójú, má gbójú kejì fún wọn. Ìwọ náà gbọ́dọ̀ gbá ojú kan nínú ojú tiwọn náà kí ó lè bá balance. Bọ̀ ẹ má kọ́kọ́ gbá wọn lójú. Bọ̀ tó bá ti gbá yín lójú, ẹ̀yin ní right láti gbá wọn lójú nítorí pé gbogbo ẹni tó bá mọ̀ a ti wà lórí M1 yẹn ó máa túká ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má ṣojo, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ọkàn akin. Àsìkò yìí kò ń ṣàsìkò ìbẹ̀rù. Gbogbo platform tẹ́ bá wà tó bá ti ń kó ìbẹ̀rù sí i lára á jẹ́ pé platform yẹn ò mọ tó ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀. Gbogbo tó kàn ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ ni pé kọ́ máa lọ mú messages wá. Kò síbì kankan tá a ti máa gbòmìnira tí a ní nínú eléyìí tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Àmọ́ à ń bẹ Elédùmarè ni pé kó má pọ̀ jù ni. Orúkọ tèmi ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí KOKIMEDIA. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe kí ni ẹ má jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rù. We were able to raise a bit of fund on our platform and I can confirm that as at yesterday in Nigerian time and as at today, which is just about almost midnight, we have been able to mobilize 1 million naira to those back home. 1 million naira has been sent, and apart from the 1 million, we've also been able to top up to 50,000 worth of data. Our team were on the ground because they are on standby. We cannot reveal their location. I have about 5 KOKIMEDIA team on standby. And at my goal they will go live at any time I want them to go. So if you are not seeing any images for now, it's because of what has actually happened in the morning. So we are trying to be careful because about go live, there's probability of so many things that can happen. But one capture on Kokon, and if there's any need for me to bring those images to your screen, I will. But I can tell you that Koikimedia has 5 teams on the ground as we speak right now, and we are mobilizing more on their way to Lagos State. We will continue to use our platform to expose not just Babajide Sanwo-Olu, also the federal government of Nigeria. For those of you in London, tomorrow we are all expected to be in the High Commission in London, the Nigerian High Commission at Northumberland. The nearest train station is Charing Cross, or you can get on the bus for those of you. I know the weather is not a very good one at the present time, but that is the only way we can support those at home. So by tomorrow, we will have a figure of what kind of donation came through our own portal. But it is not just for you to say, I'm not donating, consider by no. It is your responsibility now to save lives of those on the ground. They are waiting. They are ready. Mo bá wọn tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ comrade wa tó jábọ́ lénìí torí pé that's the language that they normally use back for pé tó jábọ́, but àwa mọ̀ pé ẹni tí spirit tí ó lọ kò lọ lásán is also somebody that we will remember. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn organisation kan wọ́n ti reach out sí mi lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ láti America, and I'm talking about Ìlànà US. They've reached out to me and they are ready to support the family as quickly as I have more details. Mo kí Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tẹ́ ń ṣe. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin comrade wa. Tí mo bá dárúkọ yín, Elédùmarè mọ̀ yín. Ẹ má ṣọ̀kan akin, ẹ má ṣe ojo rárá. Mo sọ fún yín pé èmi àti yín lájọ máa parí ìrìn àjò yìí. If it is only 1,000 of us, we will fight, we will defend, and we will take back what belongs to us. Then gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó wá ń gbọ́ oríṣiríṣi awuyewuye wọ́n ti ń release the audio náà ló máa release. But let me say this is part of how the international community will respect that the Yoruba people are serious. And if anybody is doing any other thing, they have the right to do. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n, but eléyìí táwọn ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, it is part of what has been planned for the last 3 years, and there's nothing that can change it. Ìtòlúkàlùkù bá tún ṣe lọ, it's part of the journey. Let them continue. But Koikimedia will stand with the truth, and the truth is, you cannot get a nation if we are not going through this process. Jésù ò ní sọ̀kalẹ̀, Ànábì ò ní sọ̀kalẹ̀. Ẹ bá pe Ọlọ́run títí di 10,000 years. Process yẹn ni pé àwa gbọ́gbọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ jáde kí Ọlọ́run tó fi àmì sí lórí. It is good. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, gbogbo tó bá ti jẹ́ bí Ọlọ́run, ó máa ń dùn mọ́ wa nínú. Tá bá ti ń gbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run, ó ń dùn mẹ́mi náà nínú. Àmọ́ sometimes agbára olólàákàyè wa pé eléyìí tá gbé dání òun lọ́nà tó dáa. Ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn blogger kankan kọ́ comment kọ́ kọ oríṣiríṣi nonsense. Èyí tí mo fi sọ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni pé àsìkò tá a fi lọ òun ló ti dé. If we continue with the pressure tí Lagos fi fi hàn wá, ó ti show pé àwa la wà ní síyá àgbẹ̀yìn. A sọ fún yín pé ìbòjí tí ó ń rò pé òun ò ní débẹ̀, òun máa débẹ̀. Ẹ sọ fún Babájídé Sanwó-Olú pé èmi ọmọ Ọláyọmí Kóìkì Ìjẹ̀bú Òde á bá wa fa ìtòtàn nílẹ̀. Àti sọ fún yín kankan kẹ́ pa anybody, but tó bá gbá yín lójú tó dọmí gbóná sí yín lára, ẹ dá padà sí wọn lára. Àní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Once again, we appreciate everybody. We will continue to update you on this platform, and I also believe the same thing. Follow YSDM Global, and let's quickly take maybe 1 or 2 more calls, but at exactly 12 midnight, I'll be winding down so that I can take a bit of break. Go to the Pele Mamo because the job continues. Let's go straight to the new caller on the line. Actually, briefly because of the time constraint. Hello, caller. A mute background, please. A mute background. A mute background.
I really don't call, but you can make a suggestion. Why don't you adopt a Martin Luther King strategy? throughout the time that Martin Luther King the fight from slavery, liberate black people in America, they never dropped, not even a single stone. Everything was always, even when they are shooting at them, they remain calm. They raise their arms. Black Lives Matters. When they demonstrate, they raise their arms. Why are you telling them to retaliate? They don't have the capability and the resources to face these people. You will be wasting their lives. Please strategize and let them know that peaceful demonstration in world embrace.
Okay, all right. I got your message. I've noted for this. So, but Nigeria is completely different from the kind of country that you're talking about. Nigeria is a monster. They would attack when they attack us back. It is our right to defend, and I cannot say more than that. Thank you so much. We're going to let you go. Martin Luther King died some few back years ago. Silayi era Martin Luther King. The country that is Nigeria is a monster, and our people will defend themselves with whatever they can defend themselves with. That is how far I can say. We're just going to take another call. Just under 1 minute. After 1 minute, we'll take you out. I might be because I have to leave at exactly 12 midnight. Hello, caller.
Hello, the question now. Suggestion to everybody, to be Martin Luther King, everything. Nigeria, especially Yoruba, continue protest here, no matter be the next step. Let me say this, continuation protest no matter be the next step. Because they are bashing protest, Akomama sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ọ̀la náà, ẹ̀tí jáde sọ̀rọ̀, Akomama sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ni. Jerry protest ló máa be the next step. Ló máa fi everybody sí position ibi tó yẹ tó bí kálukú dé mu. Bó ṣe yẹ ká continue. Ilé ṣe ń wo yìí, kó má jẹ́ pé Èkó gan ló máa wá lọ jẹ́ the main point tí everybody máa ti wá assemble.
Thank you so much. Egun ńlá ló ń kẹ́yìn ni wọ́n sọ. Egun ńlá ló ń kẹ́yìn. Ó ti yé àwọn tó yé ní èdè tí mo pè yẹn. Tó bá wù wọ́n, kó gbé ìbọn jáde. Àwọn tó ń sọ pé Martin Luther King, all advice is good. But Martin Luther King was more in his country where Nigeria is a completely different monster. So, ẹni tó bá ń dúró de ti Martin Luther King, it's very easy for you to say so. But in Nigeria, it's a completely different thing. We will defend ourselves with whatever we can defend ourselves with. It does not matter whatever it is. And it is our right to defend ourselves as well. Let's take 1 or 2 more calls. And leave that call until another 5 minutes now and won't take any more calls. Okay, we can't go with that because it's already one of those as well. Moki Yoruba Clubhouse, Moki Yoruba Central Office, Moki Global Directorate. This is not the time for us to complain. This is the time. Kashokwaki, Nibikiri Tabawa. You don't have to use this platform, to do whatever you want to do. You are also on your own to support those on the ground. And if you cannot support, why not just write a letter, email, tweet, do whatever you can. This is not the time for us to start mourning and complaining. This is the time that is called a wake-up call for all the Yorubas to save lives of our people that have been killed in the last 62 years. Hello, caller, your life with us.
Àkókò tá a wà yìí kì í ṣe nǹkan tí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa lè padà sẹ́yìn. Tó bá ti di pọ́ padà bẹ́yẹn, wọ́n á rò pé ìhàlẹ̀ táwọn halẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ló tún wọn ká ló dá wọn padà. Ìgbà wo la wá fẹ́ kúrò nínú oko ẹrú? Ọlọ́run ló lè pààyàn mọ́. Tó bá wá lè pààyàn mọ́, ó náà fẹ́ kí ènìyàn gan ó sì bí akíkanjú. Ní ìdílé tí ìrìn àjò yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀, náà á tún wọn nínú ewu oníwu ẹnikẹ́ni wa mọ́. Àkókò tá a wà yìí, Ọlọ́run ti ṣetán pẹ̀lú wa. Nígbà tí èèyàn pọ̀ mọ̀ bá sí pápá wo ni wọ́n ti fẹ́ gbé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ wà gangan fún ara wo bá gbé gbìyànjú láti tẹ̀síwájú láti kọ nǹkan táwọn fẹ́. Ìgbà wo lọ́lọ́run fẹ́ ràn wá lọ́wọ́? So àkókò tá a wà yìí, ìgbàgbọ́ ẹni kankan ò ní ìdí àti lọ́run fẹ́ padà. Àwọn máa tẹ̀síwájú ni. Torí lágbára Ọlọ́run sọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ báyìí sí. Kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Ọlọ́run kó gba gbogbo lórí táwọn fẹ́. Ọlọ́run ní fi ń sílẹ̀ nígbà kankan òkú ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ní kó tó wà nínú ìgbékéde tó ń jọ màlẹ́ Yorùbá Ọlọ́run máa padà dojú tì wọ́n ni torí orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá tó jẹ́ ti òmìnira yẹn ó ní tẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́ náà lágbára Elédùmarè àwọn alálẹ̀ kan wọ́n sì máa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ìṣẹ̀dá oníkálukú gbogbo àwọn ọ̀dọ́ yẹn kò ní padà lẹ́yìn wọn lágbára Ọlọ́run wọn ò ní rójú ráyè láti bà wá láyé jẹ́ tí tọ́lá wọn ìgbà ẹ̀tọ́ wa fún tó bá dẹ̀gbẹ̀ tó wa fún wa ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa dúró títí láéláé ni.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna let you go. I did not just cut off. Like I said, we're not. I think everybody wants me. I think I'm to Katuma play the same, thing that we have done in 3 years. It shows that we are not serious people, and it's a fact. If we are serious people, we will manage whatever we have. We will use whatever we have, and part of what we have is the media. Part of what we have is to tell the people on the ground that I might not want to be by phone. I might not be on the ground, but my spirit is there. Like I said, just this year, it did not lose to Sumami Peki. January 2nd, he died of motor accident in the shit old Lagos State. The hospital could not even survive it. Kolano lost almost a coma for 7 days and he came back. If Lagos State has invested in a good healthcare, maybe my cousin will have survived it, just as so many people have died. So let me just say this. This is not the rhetoric of the Nigeria that we have listened to for the last 62 years. But when I saw all these advice, I'm sure you should have done so during the era of your own time. This is our own era, and we will do it whatever and however we believe, even if it's not something that you are in support of. Nigeria must be divided by fire, by force. We are still telling them by peace. And some of you that are just calling for advice and all this, you don't even have the time. Because any time you can for Nigeria power, go to the 43. And those of you that are still there, grandma, imagine that grandma values of Koiki, no retreat, no surrender. Omo Kolemi, mo sọ fún Nigeria 3 years ago. Ẹ fẹ́ rò pé mo ṣeré ni. Àìtí mú kankan bọ̀. Egun ńlá ló ń kẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn. I hope I pronounce that very well. Wọ́n ní kí n máa fi sọ fún yín létí ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹni tó bá yé ló yé. Egun ńlá ló kẹ́yìn ìgbẹ̀yìn. Ẹ tí ì rí kankan. Mo sọ fún yín pé eléyìí tá à ń fà yìí in a peaceful way if they want it peaceful. I can see that my brother is trying to call me. Let me see if I can bring him back here. I only take the studio number. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣojo. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀. Mo sọ fún yín pé I will be the last man standing on this Yoruba nation. No retreat, no surrender. You only have about 1 minute. Let's go straight. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello, quick.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can't sorry, crop. I'm moving you, my own. Balógun ọlọ́ṣẹ́ nígbọ̀n kìíní náà wọ́n pè ní balógun láwọn ọmọ yàgbà. Ibikíbi tẹ́ bá ti ń gbóhùn mi, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ dájú pé níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ bá dé yìí, a fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣojú o, a lè fẹ́ kẹ́ bẹ̀rù. Bàbá wa olóyè Ìgbòho kì í Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho Babádámì, wọ́n ti jáde wọ́n ti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Mo fẹ́ kí ẹ fi ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ fi sí ọwọ́ ọ̀tún yín, ọwọ́ òsì yín. Ẹ má fi jẹun. Ẹ bá wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àbí àgbègbè Èkó ẹ jáde tán fún rally peaceful rally lọ́pẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká jáde ká pariwo ẹ jẹ́ kí àgbáyé mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ọmọ aládé ni wá ọmọ aládé wa ò lè gbọdọ̀ máa rìn bí ẹrú àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ọmọ aláṣọ ni wá ọmọ aláṣọ wa ò lè gbọdọ̀ máa wà kìsà. Àwa ọmọ Yorùbá ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran ọ̀gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹ egun. Àwa sọ pé àsìkò ti tó a fẹ́ padà lọ́lé. Gbé protest wa lọ sílẹ̀ Haúsá. Ààrẹ gbé lọ sílẹ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wa. Orí ilẹ̀ wa, our ancestral land, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láti sọ pé ó tó gẹ́. Ní legal wedding. Tí owó kọ́kọ́ bá lóun ò ṣe mọ́, táyà bá lóun ò ṣe mọ́, wọ́n ṣe máa fáìn fún divorce. A ní àṣemọ́, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá láṣẹ máa ló tó gé abẹ́ padà sílé. Mo fẹ́ kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń gbọ́ ohun ẹnu mi. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ dìde níbikíbi tẹ́ bá wà. Support this rally with all you have. Support this rally with everything you've got. Support this rally with everything you have. Because it is time for us to regain our lost glory. It is time for us to take what rightfully belongs to us. Yoruba nation, no going back. This rally has come to stay. Kékeré tẹ́rí lè máa fi mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá à ń ṣe ìrántọ́ lè rọ̀ sẹ́yìn. Obi ó ń ṣe proto ń ṣe campaign ẹ̀ kò sẹ́yìn tó dá láàmú. Wọ́n ní 5 million jáde lé ní 10 million jáde lọ́la. Àwọn Àtíkù náà ń ṣe tiwọn. Àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé ti Jagaban náà ń ṣe tiwọn. Àwa ṣe àwọ̀tà ẹ ní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tá a bá ṣe tó wá báwọn Yorùbá jáde. Ó dá adẹ̀ tí ń ṣe báyìí sí. Kí ló ń ta yín láyà? Tẹ́ bá mọ̀ lóòótọ́ pé ìran Yorùbá pé àṣìndí Yorùbá nation ẹ fi wá lè ká ṣe protest wa, ẹ ká ṣe rally wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ẹ má dì wá lọ́wọ́. Ẹ wá jẹ́ kí àwọn àgbáyé kọ́ rí wa tá a bá jáde tán. Wọ́n á mọ̀ pé lóòótọ́ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá á fẹ́ jáde. Ìbẹ̀rù yẹn ni ló ń ṣe Nàìjíríà o. Nigerian government ló ń bẹ̀rù. Àwọn òbẹ̀rù àdéṣojú. Àdéjẹ́ kó yẹ yín pé Yorùbá nation ló go ibà. Ẹ ṣé gan-an bàbá wa Ọláyọmí Kóìkì. Ẹ pẹ́ fún wa.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Thank you so much. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Thank you so much, my beautiful sister. She told me 3 years ago that with her group, she's a medical doctor in US, and we spoke today. A very great fan of koikimedia. I don't have to ask her before she does exactly what she believes she needs to do to support not just the movement. Let me first say thank you so much to Kunle Bakers. But this is my beautiful sister. The parent is also involved in this Yoruba nation struggle. But because in the last few weeks, which a lot of people have been coming to say all sort of things, not somebody like her. She stood with us and she stood with the family. We love you. I will not mention her name, but she's watching right now on one of the social media platforms. Thank you so much for the belief in this particular person. I remember the first time she called me when I was with my brother Ledu and the voice Ijaya, and she said she met my video, and 3 years down the line, she has not have any doubt in what we are doing. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe, but let me say this: I am not the one that is going to be, wake up one morning and have it at the back of my mind that Yoruba nation, I am not interested anymore. We will continue to do our own bit, but let me say this once again to those of you outside. I'm just going to take one more call, and that will be it for tonight because I need to go now. Any 1 minute, after 1 minute, I'm disconnected. Go ahead.
Monitor everything. Owó tí owó kan ṣe lọ. Kọ́ inú mi ò dùn pẹ̀lú owó tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yẹn. Because gbogbo wa lọ́jọ́ wa nínú kíní yìí, ẹ tó bá ní kó kan ọ̀rọ̀ ló ń pa. So anybody tó bá wá sórí program tó ń blame ẹjọ́ ẹ má ẹ̀kọ́ ènìyàn sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù láti cut it off. Because time tá a máa blame kọ́ ẹ̀ way forward nǹkan tá a fẹ́. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń kálukú bá ní kò sí nǹkan tó kéré 2,000 ní 3,000 naira ní 5,000 20,000 fún ìjàmbá ń jà yìí. So nǹkan tá a need. So mi ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an. Fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣé gan-an ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, and ẹ má bínú, we spent 8 hours today, and all the advice, all the messages, we're looking into it. Èyí tó yẹ ká gbé padà lọ fún bàbá wa CSI. I keep delivering your message. A lot of you 2 days ago, any kind of CSI, come on, binu. Well, The message was delivered and we passed on the message. But let me say this again and again. We are all in this together. We should not be scared. And I believe that we will scale through this problem. If you have just joined us, some few hours ago during this program, we had the privilege to hear the voice of our father, Babawa Dr. Oloye Sunday Igboho. This is what he had to actually tell us when he spoke to us.
Olóyè Sunday Igboho, what were live in the program pẹ̀lú wa. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi, màmá mi, mo kí ọkùnrin, mo kí obìnrin. Kú ọ̀rọ̀ ló Ọlọ́run bá tó láyé tọ́lọ́run yóò dá gbogbo wa. Mo lè kí ìdílé ọmọ tí àwọn gbẹ̀mí ìjọba wọ́n gbẹ̀mí ẹ̀rí ni Ọlọ́run bá ṣàforíjì fún. Àní lórí ọmọ láṣẹ Ọlọ́run. Ìjọba lẹ́jọ́ máa délé lérí. Ọlọ́run kó wa yọ. Fún àwọn ìjọba lókèlè fún wa náà yóò Ọlọ́run dá wa. Àjọ máa délé lérí lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ̀sìn mo dúpẹ́ o. Kò ní rẹ̀ wá, kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá o. Àti mọ̀mọ́, àti bàbá, àtọmọdé, àtàgbà mo kí ẹ̀kọ́ àbáradà. Ọlọ́run kó wa yọ. Ẹ̀sìn mo dúpẹ́ gan.
And that was the voice of the man that we love. We love everybody. Ẹ má bínú ànígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan mọ́ lálẹ́. I need to get to bed now because I have to be up again in the morning. And when I say now, be rest assured that 2 hours from now, I'm still communicating with people back home. Mo ti rí call àwọn kan tí mo ti fún ní àdéhùn pé tá bá parí ètò a máa pè wọ́n. People will be moving very early in the morning tomorrow. We're not giving you where. As I speak to you, mobilization has arrived in Lagos State. I don't have to tell you anything more than that. Àwọn tó dé láti Ìlọrin ẹ káàbọ̀, àwọn tí Kogi ẹ káàbọ̀, Tondo ẹ káàbọ̀, ti Èkìtì ẹ káàbọ̀, Ọ̀ṣun State, Ogun State, Ọ̀yọ́ State ẹ káàbọ̀ sílùú Èkó, ìlú bàbá wa tí a ti máa béèrè fẹ́tọ̀ wa. Gbogbo state fáwọn tó wá kù nílé ẹni right láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jáde, ẹ gbàlù, ẹ gbàjó, ẹ jáde síta ní gbogbo cities yìí. Bàbá wa ti sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá wa Alànà ti sọ pé kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kó jáde, ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣojo. Níbi tọ́rọ̀ dé gbogbo àná la máa ń gbọ́ pé èèyàn máa ń kú, but bí ikú yẹn bá ṣe wá ló ṣe máa ń dùnyàn lọ́kàn. Èmi náà nígbà tí máa fi jí ní àárọ̀ yìí, bàbá wa olóyè, bàbá wa dáadáa Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho, àwọn ló jí mi lójú oorun tó sọ fún mi pé lára àwọn ọmọ wa méjì kan wọ́n ti jábọ́, àmọ́ Elédùmarè kó tẹ́ wọn sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. Lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ kódà mo bọ́ sórí afẹ́fẹ́, a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo tó yẹ kẹ́ gbọ́. 8 hours la lò nínú conference Zoom meeting yẹn. Tó bá dọ̀la àláǹfààní láti tún wọlé sínú Zoom link yẹn náà la máa lò. Fẹ́yìn tí ẹ bá ti ní link yẹn lọ́wọ́, ẹ tọ́jú ẹ̀ dáadáa. We will use it again. But for now, our message will go across the world. But the way it will go across the world is for us now to continue to push the message. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá sọ fún yín pé ká má ṣe rálì mọ́, let me say this clearly. You are not helping the situation. Rally, as we are doing, will lead to M1. Tó wà lẹ́yìn mi. Àwọn tó yé ní M1, wọ́n mọ tí mò ń sọ. Àwa kan ti wà lórí M1. Gbogbo ẹni kọ́ la máa fi sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ètò yìí. Mo kí dáadáa ìyá mi, I love that name even though there's about thousands of you that are watching. Ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀wà, I just love that name. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Once again, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa. On all our platforms, remember, there will be a lot of updates, but ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ register for Twitter. As we end this program tonight, go and register for Twitter and help us to tweet. And those of you ghost worker, or ghost watcher, believing that we have issues with ourselves. I don't have issues with any Yorubas. My problem is with the federal government of Nigeria. My problem is with the Fulani that has done a lot of crime against humanity on us. And as I'm going to be leaving us tonight, remember that we are all in this together. Àwa tá wà labroad, ẹ rántí pé àwọn kan ló jẹ̀yà yẹn kó tó di báwa náà ń gbádùn ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà jẹ́ kí a ṣe wàhálà tó pọ̀ ẹ rí i pé èmi gan fún ara mi mo ti fẹ́ẹ̀ di bàbá arúgbó kalẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ohun funfun tó ń yọ ní gbogbo ẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ́ mo sọ fún yín pé iṣẹ́ ta gbé dání mo máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ kékeré mo dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ fún wa ní donation on this platform. Like I said, I will bring I believe we made up to £1,000 today, apart from the Naira. But like I said, 1 million has been disbursed today to those on the ground, on this platform. And I appreciate those of you that trust koikimedia, that koikimedia will perform. And for those of you that are probably in support of us as at 2 years ago, there's no problem. But I can tell you, I will be your last man standing on this movement. Èmi ò bẹ̀rù yín kankan, àfẹ́lẹ́dùmarè. Tani, only if you block me, I will call him directly. Tani, okay, stop disturbing yourself on the social media right there. There's no problem. I cannot take any more call. And there's reason for that. I have a lot of things that is also on the pipeline. But as you all know, I told you I'll be coming back out. Oh, okay, Timothy. Okay. But I know some of you just take time to enjoy yourself on the call, especially on YouTube. I don't know what I don't understand. There's always this fighting going on the YouTube, but on the Facebook, people are more serious there. Thank you so much, my beautiful sister Iwapelewa. I might not be perfect, but I will be the last man standing on this movement. Alelo, Kamagbo, you don't see Igboho. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan ló máa ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí bá ti pè báyìí, and you don't see Igboho. Ojoojúmọ́ ni mo rí, I don't sọ̀rọ̀ lórí phone. And let me say this, Chief has been very active in the last 24 hours. I pray for him for good more health. I don't know how he managed. Like I said, I thought I was going to catch up a bit of sleep. And we have spoken more than 5 times today. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá fẹ́ dàrin wa rú, mo sọ fún yín pé láyé ni ẹ lè dàrin mi àti olóyè Sunday Igboho, nítorí pé Elédùmarè ló kọ bẹ́ẹ̀, Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ló kọ bẹ́ẹ̀, Jésù Kristi ló kọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ìrìn àjò mi àti Dr. olóyè Sunday Igboho, ìrìn àjò tí ó máa dúró dáadáa ni. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ ṣe ń bínú pé mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, màá tún sọ, mo ò jí sọ, loyalty mi is for Sunday Igboho. Kò ń sọ ẹ máa ṣe pé loyalty mi ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní, but loyalty ẹ yẹ kó wà fún Yorùbá nation. Ǹjẹ́ ìwọ mọ risk tèmi ti take nínú Yorùbá nation? Ǹjẹ́ ìwọ ti take irú risk yẹn? Tí wọ́n bá ti take irú risk yẹn, má tún sọ fún mi pé loyalty mi ó yẹ kó wà fún Yorùbá nation. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín tẹ́ ń ṣe, èmi ò lè ṣe mọ́, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́, àti farada, ìyàwó farada, òbí farada, màmá farada, àǹtí farada, aráalé farada, àwọn ọmọ Oòduà ti farada. So tó bá wá ń sọ fún mi pé ó yẹ kí loyalty mi wà fún Yorùbá nation, á jẹ́ pé ìwọ ló mọ̀ tó ń sọ. Bí á kí ìwọ náà lọ sílé, kó tẹ̀ lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa tó wà nílé, ẹ lọ bá wọn ṣe rally, bí á fún ọjọ́ mélòó kan, ẹ tó padà sí Amẹ́ríkà. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, my loyalty remain for one and only Dr. Olóyè Sunday Igboho. Orun ayọ̀ la máa sùn. Mo tún padà bọ̀ lọ́la lágbára Ọlọ́run. And like I said, we have our media on the ground on standby. If there's anything, they will go live, even if I'm not live. Bye for now. You don't see Igboho làwọn abáyọ. You don't see Igboho. Ọmọ tí wà confused. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n reduce volume ẹ̀kọ́ mọ́ lọ di etí àwọn èèyàn. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o. Thank you so much. You don't see Igboho. Have you never seen Igboho? ẹ ṣe gan gbogbo ẹni tó ń gbọ́ wa thank you so much ẹ má bínú pé mi ò lè dárúkọ gbogbo ń bọ̀ ìyá mi gbé mi lékè mo rí ń bẹ̀ thank you to my mom thank you to those of you on the mixer Taye Keshi Jimoh Adeosun gbogbo ìyá wa tí ẹ̀rọ ayé pè wọlé wá dọ̀la àpè ọlọ́yọ̀lá máa sùn African Confidential Bashiru Mustapha and the rest of you on the Instagram as well. Maize Gold, we love everybody and let us remember the only common enemy that we have is the Fulani government. And the love is just too much. So let's come back and play, the anthem. It was too late to be so like it.
Why are we afraid of the referendum?
No, I think Lolly, it's already 12 midnight. I need to go now. Let's play the anthem and let's close the broadcast. Bye for now. Orílẹ̀-èdè àgbéga 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 ìgbàgbọ́ àti bẹ̀rù kàṣiṣẹ́ 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 ìṣọ̀kan ìkẹjẹ tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pẹ̀lú àfohùn ọmọ Oòduà ọ̀sìn ipò ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ àwa ni Odaro. Yeah, we're looking into the drones and everything. Mommy Sarah, Oyèlọ́wọ̀, ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Ẹ tí bá dárúkọ gbogbo náà ni mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ o. Ẹ má bínú. Bye for now. Ẹ jẹ́ àgbọ̀ díẹ̀ ọ̀jọ̀ tá a máa ń gbọ́ ká fi parí ẹ̀. Orin Ayọ̀lá máa sùn. Odaro. Kò sí òmíràn mìíràn mo kí gbogbo àwọn Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà kí ó fi sí o ẹni tá a bá jí ẹni ọdún sí wa láìro láìṣẹ láìro mo kí àtọ́jú mi lọ́mọ ẹ̀kọ́ mọ̀ àti bàbá wa Adéyà Òjó Ìgbòho bí tí ẹ bá ń já Olúwa Adéyà Òjó ló máa jagun ẹ lọ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má ṣiṣẹ́ Òjó dáadáa.
Life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.